Now we are going to pause for a moment of silence, remembering Alfred Khoza, who used to hold the record for the most goals in a single game, scored 6 for Nedbank Aces, and they were known in those days Nedbank Black Aces. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Just making sure that everything is fine before we start up. Of course, we've got a double header tonight. We've got Cape Town City versus Orlando Pirates, and we've got MAMELODI Sundowns versus Stellenbosch FC. My name is George Mokwena. This, of course, is the Overthinking Football Show. And as you know, when the big three is playing, MAMELODI Sundowns, Orlando Pirates, or Kaizer Chiefs, we are here. We're going to be watching them live. And this, of course, is the MTN8, sadly, for Makosi Shem. Timalona Hayo, but we are going to be watching two games because yesterday's game was actually postponed. Yesterday we were meant to have a game, but it didn't happen because of the weather in Cape Town, and it was postponed and moved to today. So now we're going to be having Cape Town City versus Orlando Pirates starting at 6, and of course MAMELODI Sundowns starting at 7:30, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see how these two games are going to go. This, of course, is an MTN8 trophy that Jose Rivero has dominated. Jose Rivero has won this trophy twice in the last 2 years, as well as the Nedbank Cup, the only cup to elude Jose Rivero happens to be Carling Knockout, the new one that was brought in, and of course the league. But when we talk about Cup Kings, you're talking about Orlando Pirates, and we get to see whether they're going to be able to hold on to this trophy another year. Guys, those who are joining, welcome. Tell me, what do you think the score is going to be? Let me know there in the comments. Which one's going to win this game? How is the betting line going to look? And we're going to go from there. We have our kickoff, Cape Town City versus Orlando Pirates at Cape Town Stadium. The starting lineups are as follows. For Cape Town City in goal, we have Keat, you have Kize, Cupido, Petrus, and Nyama. Then you have Darwin, Rhodes, Mukocho, Domingo, Makarenge, and Chueza. They're lining up in a 4-3-3 with, former Orlando Pirates player Makarenge coming in, number 93. Look out for him. Maybe he's going to want revenge. Let's see if there's going to be a revenge situation here. And then, of course, Pirates stays unchanged from the team that we last saw playing versus Disciples FC, where they have Chain in goal. They've got Nda, Sesane, Munyana, and Hoto as the backline. You've got Bata, Lamini, Saleng, Maswanganyi, Mfukeng, and Mabasa as the team that is coming out there. On paper, they say it's a 4-3-3, but we do know that Pirates usually plays in a 4-2-1-3, with Tito playing more of a number 10 role over there, leaving Bata and Lamini in the middle. Lamini usually goes up into an 8 to go to the right-hand side, and Tito usually helps on the left-hand side. So that's going to be very interesting to watch. Pirates does have a tendency of letting both wing backs go. So let's see if this Cape Town City team can take advantage of that. Because Disciples, let's be honest, they couldn't do anything. But the OP is going to benefit. You wish there was a bet. You wish there was a bet for benefiting. We're going to see a clean game. Jelly Chabani got married last week, or ref. So, he's going to be chilled. He's going to be relaxed. He's a new man. He's not going to get into trouble this season. So we'll see what's going to happen. In the last 5 games, Orlando Pirates has 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. The last game out, of course, was versus Disciples FC, a 4-0 game. Previously, the game before that, they had played a 0-0. So aggregate score was 4-0. They are through to the second round of preliminaries. The preliminary rounds of CAF Champions League. They're through to the second round of that of those qualifiers. They're going to be facing the good old foes, Ijwane. So let's see how that's going to work out. Cape Town City, in their last 5 games, have 4 wins and a draw. Last time out was versus Kukune, who they beat 1-0. Let's see if they can get some magic, man. Some magic nyana, and take this game and maybe take Pirates to the wire. It's very interesting, MTN8, because of these 2 legs. It provides a different type of game. You have to ask different questions. You'd imagine that Orlando Pirates is going to be very comfortable with this game ending 0-0, or this game ending with a 1-0 win to them, where they've got an away goal, going back to Orlando Stadium, Escotini. They're going to be very comfortable. I think they trust that they can beat any team over there, Escotini. But Then you ask the question about Cape Town City. Cape Town City, what do they do in this game? Do you go gung-ho, try get a goal or two at home, so that when you go to Orlando Stadium, there isn't that much pressure? You know, do you sit back and relax and maybe try put pressure on them in the second leg, which is a little bit tough to do? I mean, Orlando Stadium, there is a thing where you can turn it around on Pirates, but here comes Pirates on the attack. Should have passed that ball. Boy! Ay, man, really? Pirates getting into the box for the first time, 3 minutes in. Umfukeng maybe should have laid it off there. There was a run being made by Hotto, I think it is. That was running past him. Let me just make sure. Okay, no, it seems like it was Umbata. Tried to take the shot there, turned his player around, tried to play a late cross in, didn't quite get through, corner to Pirates. So as I was saying, there is a thing that there is pressure when they go to Orlando Stadium, where if you can keep it down to 0-0 up to like the 65th minute, sometimes Orlando Stadium can turn. The only problem is that if it's not turning in your favor, it's turning in Pirates' favor. And when it's in Pirates' favor, anything can happen. You could catch 4 or 5 goals like this. Abo Maronza, I don't know if Maronza is watching with me. Abo Maronza will be out here, cut Ramco halfway line with smoke, bombs, and all of that stuff, trying to intimidate the other team. It is a very intimidating place to go play Orlando Stadium. But if you can keep them to 60, 65 minutes, maybe you can get something from it. What's interesting is that that's basically what Cape Town City did. If you remember, the most famous thing that Cape Town City did last season, end of the season, was ending Mamelodi Sundowns Mamelodi Sundowns' invincible run. Apologies. Last game, final game, they were able to beat Mamelodi Sundowns 1-0. I believe it was at Loftus, if I'm not mistaken. They were able to keep them quiet and actually take advantage of them. So could we see something similar over here? If they can end an invincible streak, can they end a cup winning streak for Orlando Pirates? Very important. It's so important this season for Pirates. And it's a heavy season. Should they beat Jordaan and get into the Champions League, there's going to be a lot of games, man. Carling Knockout, MTN 8, Nedbank Cup. You're looking at the Champions League. You're looking at the league itself. You know, there's so many things that Pirates is going to be doing this season, and I think it's going to be more of a test than people are making it out to be. And maybe they're going to have to sacrifice some things. They're going to have to sacrifice some trophies, sacrifice some performances in the cup games, and we'll see if they're able to do that, and if they're able to win something big. It's Jose's 3rd season in charge. 4 trophies, incredible return, but it's not a league, man. You know, people are talking about good performances in the Champions League. Can they do those type of things? Guys, let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Betting wise, where are we leaning? How do you think this game is going to end up? And how do you think both teams are going to approach this game?
The game has changed today. There's betting, there's all these people are emotional.
Already, it looks like Pirates is going to be attacking a lot more. I don't know if it's Cape Town City's plan not to concede in a critical phase. Remember critical phases, first 5 to 10 minutes of the first half, last 5 to 10 minutes before halftime, first 5 to 10 minutes after halftime, last 5 to 10 minutes of second half. This is when you don't want to concede goals and make it harder for yourself. So maybe they're just playing it quiet, because we haven't quite seen Makaringe in the game. We haven't quite seen Abo Domingo getting into this game, and Chiweta, somebody who got back from an injury, so we're yet to see him. And of course, they let go of Khanye Samayo. Khanye Samayo joining CR Belouizdad over there in Belouizdad, is it Algeria? Why am I forgetting? Belouizdad is in one of the northern countries. They've let him go, so they haven't quite replaced him as their top goal scorer. He was somebody who had scored over 10 goals over 2 seasons. Can City live without him is a big question for this one. Lebza, welcome to the show. Welcome. MK, how are you doing? Guys, let's tap the screen. Tata scream, man. Tata scream, tap the screen as many times as you can. Let's try get into 15,000. We are going to be watching both matches. We're going to be watching Mamelodi Sundowns when it starts. I'm going to do like a dual thing when Mamelodi Sundowns kicks off. as well. And we'll see if Mangoba can do similar to what Rulani did, maybe win the MTN8 and take some pressure off of himself, you know? Sipo says, good day, Pirates is going to lose this game. Suganje. Sipo, tell me, why is Pirates going to lose this game? How do you figure? Guys, I'm not allowed to say weird sites and all of those things. All I can tell you is that this game is broadcast on DSTV channel 202. Supersport PSL, SSPSL. That is where I am watching this game. So if you want to watch it, you can either watch it there or on DSTV stream. I'm not allowed to say anything else. Next thing I get into trouble. Okay, let's see. Lebza says, I'm only watching the Paris game because Sundowns one starts later. Lebza. This is the team that everybody says is going to compete with Sundowns this year. Yeah, second best team in the PSL. Here we go. Counter-attacking. They've won the ball up high. Ooh, final pass. Tito. A man, of course, who's wearing number 10 in the CAF Champions League. He's got the number 10 jersey. We all know that. Oh, here comes. Cape Town City. Oh, offside. But still.
Bafana, man. What?
Domingo through behind Pirates' defense and not able to take advantage there. Was bundled over as he was taking the shot. So let's see what's going to happen. This is what I was talking about. When I speak about Pirates' defense, Pirates tends to do this thing where they leave two guys at the back. And I don't think Nda and Sesane are quick enough for them to be able to leave just the two, right? We all know Hoto is an attacker. We all know Munyane is an attacker. Look at the position he's picking up right now. So if you leave both of your left wing back and your right wing back to go all the way up, and you leave two, and we know Mbata's not going to defend that well. He's not somebody who marshals the defense or stands in front of the defense. We know Dlamini has he doesn't want to stay back at all, right? You're going to leave Nda and Sesane. Now, if you go back to last season, the example I always use, the first game of the season for Pirates last year was against Stellenbosch. And Stellenbosch obviously had Reyners and Van Beek. Quick counter-attack. They caught them out. I believe they beat them 1-0. So it was a case of just sitting back in a low block, waiting for Pirates to get overexcited, commit too many players forward, and catch them on the break. And Cape Town City could possibly do that in this game. They have been trying to do that. It's just been for the ref calling them to come back and stay back. A few times they've had a bit of a run out and weren't given the advantage play. So I think that's what Pirates has to look out for. Cape Town City is probably going to play this game very quiet and just hope for those 2-3 chances just to hit them on the counter, on the break, and see what they can do. Oh, if Sesan is already going wide. Who's going to hit? Anyway, Sipo says, great lineup from Cape Town City if they keep this intensity. And Cape Town City did something really cool versus Sundowns. Not this past game, in December, where they had sort of a high press, but it's almost like they'd allow Sundowns to get the ball up, and Abonotata would turn around and win the ball from behind, which is a really interesting way to press. It's almost like I let you run past me so that then my attacker can win the ball almost from behind. I wonder if they're going to do something similar here, even though Pirates doesn't necessarily play up the middle as much as you'd want them to. I've spoken before about that midfield. There's nobody who wants to take that responsibility. You only see the players start dropping back and playing the ball Nabonda when a team is on the pitch. They have this long ball tendency. So you see this long ball. They like to play this ball where they try spray it wide instead of going up the middle, and that bypasses Abotito. So let's see what they do. Lebza says, do you see that when you watch them play? What do I see, Lebza? What do I see? Guys, I will keep saying this, and Agent mustn't quote me out of context. I will keep saying this. Pirates is the most dangerous team in the league. If you talk about a team that can get hot quickly, that can punish you quickly, it's the Pirates. The only problem is that they're inconsistent in the way that they play. They punish 2 games out of 5. And then if a game is not important to them, if there's no stakes to a game, they don't show up. There's the ball over. You see, there's that ball over. There's that ball over. Oh, at least Mbata came back for that one. Mbata's going to have to do a lot of covering for Munyan. A lot of covering. You see, like, in midfield, the Pirates, nobody wants to drop back. Nobody wants to come back and get the ball. No one. Blessing says, what do you think about this game? It's quiet so far. It's quiet. Pirates have been trying to apply pressure. 13 minutes in, it is 0-0. Pirates has been trying to apply pressure. But they haven't been able to find that final ball. City, for the most part, have just been sitting back. But we should start seeing City wake up. I think around 20th minute. They'll start waking up to around, let's say, 35. Then they'll go back into their shells again. But yeah, Pirates have been the more aggressive team, even though they've only been able to get a corner, really, out of their aggression. Thank you, Montana. Thank you, Montana. Guys, I'm nominated, man. I'm a nominated, an award-nominated creator. Thank you guys so much for your support, man. I've been nominated at the DSTV Content Creator Awards for Storyteller of the Year. Here comes Pirates, and there's the goal. There's the goal. There is the goal.
I just got the notification. It's a goal.
Who else but Umfukeng? Let me get his name. Let me get the score right. Umfukeng has scored. It is 1-0. Pirates has taken the lead. Pirates has taken the lead. Hey, Pirates nalimona, man. When I'm talking about myself, that's when they start scoring. Okay, let's see. Long ball. In behind the defense. Oh, someone fell asleep. Someone fell asleep. Someone fell asleep. Who did that ball come from? Was that to Tito? Hey guys, Tito's important to this team. Was that to Tito? Shem, Keith could do nothing there. Keith was alone there. Anyway, Pirates has taken the lead. It is 1-0 to Orlando Pirates. The defending there by Cape Town City was woeful. It was basically one ball from the back over the top to the right-hand side of Cape Town City's defense. And Fukeng got to that ball first. The Cape Town City player on that side, on the right-hand side, Mkhize, allowed the ball to bounce and was taken advantage of. If you play a high line versus Pirates. 16 minutes in, it is 1-0 now to Orlando Pirates. Yeah, Tito played the ball. Hey, Tito. Guys, Tito is so important to that team. Tito is so important. I remember Malume Kuzo, one of the guys that comes on to the show a lot, one of the original overthinkers, had said that Tito, if it's not the pass, it's the pass before the pass. He's so influential in this Pirates team. He's so influential. He's the one that opens it up. So there we go. Pirates has taken advantage there. As I was saying, guys, I'm nominated in the storyteller category. It's not a voting category, but I just wanted to say thank you. I put out a video today just saying thank you to everybody that had supported me up to this point, guys. It's incredible, man. We're gaining recognition, guys. We're gaining recognition. We'll take it further. Funny enough, the video I am nominated for is a MAMELODI Sundowns video. So I guess I have to say, I guess I have to say thank you to MAMELODI Sundowns as well. Yeah. Okay, let's see. It was from Sesan. Okay, Buddha, it was from Sesan. I'm not a Paris fan, Montana. I'm not a Paris fan. I'm a Chiefs fan. I signed a contract many years ago that said Kosi for life. So just like the man on the screen that is dressed in Chiefs, I am a Chiefs fan. We're still at home. We're still on leave. We're out of office. We'll be back soon. We'll be back next month. Cape Town City defending like they are toi. I don't know why Cape Town City felt so confident to play man on man with a high ball. Even now, look at how they set up. They're still playing a man on man type thing. And if Hoto or Mfukeng decides to make a run. Look at where Hoto is right. Oh, there we go. Cape Town City. Cape Town City. Oh, crossbar. Oh, oh, what a play. Crossbar. Yeah. They're trying to get back into this. You see what I tell you? This playing out from the back that Pirates does. Guys, it's not simple. It's not hard to analyze these games. They don't have a midfielder that came in. That's why Monyane tried to play a ball from there to Nda. Nda is Pirates' playmaker. Nda is Pirates' playmaker. So they don't have a midfielder that can come back and get the ball. And they almost got hurt there. Pirates getting the ball and playing it in. Well, Cape Town City winning the ball back from Pirates and playing it in. Shot there. Chain makes the save, takes it off of the crossbar and out. Here comes the corner for Cape Town City. Oh, damn it, by over 2.5. Ay, man. Baza, Matio. Blessing. Ay, man. Scalas baningi, but it's fine. Chiefs, hey, hopefully they wake up one day. Let's tap, guys. 2K each. Thank you, Montana. Guys, can we get to 15,000 likes? Just tap the screen. It's free. Another corner for Cape Town City. They seem to be trying to press Pirates now. Thank you for me. Yeah, no. Shout out to Fermo. Shout out to Fermo, an Australian company that I did a deal with. Let me do some advertising for them. Fermo, that is where I got my glasses from. If you go into my profile, I do have a link. 50%, up to 50% off of frames. So yeah. And unfortunately, I can't show you guys the TV. Unfortunately, there is a copyright issue, and I am one of the creators that gets banned if I show you anything. And guys, I like going live. I don't want to lose that. Here comes Cape Town City again after that corner. Ay, man. Wisakai Polo. 20 minutes. It is Paris leading 1-0. It seems finally that Cape Town City has woken up. Mara, you see, what frustrates me about PSL teams, nah? You could have been playing all game long. You wait until you go 1-0 down. And the moment you go 1-0 down and start giving more people forward, Nazo. Support. Chiwetza wants this goal. Once you start committing more people forward, that's when Pirates catches you. When you speak about transition teams, Pirates in transition, you're going to leave 4 defenders. Look at that. It was 4 defenders versus 5. Oh, Abokipi are going to have a very long day today. They're going to have a very long day. I must go on Instagram. Why must I go on Instagram, Entle? Why must I go on Instagram? You want me to show? Hey, Mara, you guys are the worst. Guys, officially, you can only go and watch this game on DSTV stream or on channel 202 on DSTV, SSPSL. Let me see if Sundowns has dropped their starting lineup. Guys, we've got 2 games today, MTN 8 games. This game was meant to play yesterday, for those who don't know. It's playing today. Oh, what a save, Chain. It's playing today because of the weather. Okay, let's see. Mamelodi Sundowns starting lineup. Jody February in goal. Lebusa Mokwena, Kekana Mashiko, Mudau Mudiba, Allende Ribeiro, Matthews, and Shalulile. Okay, interesting. Matthews is probably going to be on the left. Shalulile down the middle. Ribeiro in 10. Mudiba is now a 6. He's probably going to play with Allende and Mokwena. Could we see a back 3? Unless he's going back to chameleon football. They're going to kick off at 7 o'clock. So we're going to also be watching that game together. So we've got a lot of action here, man. We've got a lot of action here. But Instagram is for... Ay, man. Okay, let's see if Pirates can do it again. Hey, Wait, see that Darwin is gonna leave Umkhize open. Darwin is gonna leave Umkhize open, and if Rile can get on the pitch, or if Rile can get on the ball, or if they can overload that side. I wonder if they can overload the right side of Cape Town City's defense. You know that thing they did versus Chiefs where they had Mfukeng, Hoto next to him, following up with Tito going towards the left-hand side. I think they can get some joy from Umkhize on that other side there. Because look. He's marking inside. Darwin. Hey, Darwin. Hey, they're really trying that two-man press, eh? Long ball. They're really trying that two-man press. Okay, end-to-end stuff. These games seem to be living up to expectation. Yeah, Maratio, they don't live up to expectation when the whistle blows. They want to start playing when they're losing. It's just that we know that Pirates is not going to. There's that overload I was telling you about. Oh, almost got a goal there. Right-hand side of Cape Town City's defense. That's where the Mbobo is, right there. I see the Kotsi. Sorry, Entle, sorry. It's just that, man, they banned me. So even if I play the sounds, if you listen, I don't even have the sound on. Because even if I have the sound on, just the sound of the match in the background, TikTok will tell me about a whole bunch of different things. No, it's a good game. It's a good game so far. I think it's going to be very interesting when you get to the 65th minute if Cape Town City is going to be all-out attack. I wanted to actually check the starting lineup. Stellenbosch. Okay, Stellenbosch has Stevens in goals. You have Mloisane, Jurgens, Basadine, and Mgaba. You have Jabbar, Nduli, Titus Adams, De Jong, and Mujela. That front for Stellenbosch, now that they've lost to Reiners. What is Stellenbosch doing? Oh, here comes the right-hand side. Because who? They're out of position. Bad decision-making there by Urile. But that right-hand side of that defense, they need to fix it. Darwin needs to be a lot more disciplined, man. Ow, Mukocho, part owner of the general. I love the fact that it's open and both teams are going at it. Baratio, aspoon my goals. We need goals, man. You over 4.5 yako, man. Here we go. Someone take the shot, bro. Take the shot. Watch for the counter. Back to the right-hand side, because why? Mkhize's out of position, Darwin's out of position. Cupido's going to work a lot. And already if Pirates can have Relay standing there and allow Hoto to go past him and overlap, it's going to be a long day. You should have shot at the same time, boy. You should have shot at the same time. Mara Cape Town City, did you not see that there's an issue on the right-hand side? Don't they, like... Oh, man, man. Guys, what's your prediction for this game? Now that Pirates have scored. Just let me know there in the comments what you guys think the game is going to play out as. Time your runs, boy. Hey, Chiweza is actually a good player. He's actually a good player. I think he's very close to Mayo in terms of doing what Mayo does. They had said he's not an out-and-out striker, but his movement looks very good. Maybe he just has to work on his timing a little bit. Okay, the ball through. There's Chiweza, man. Oh, 3-1 to Pirates. Okay, 2-1 or 3-1 favor Pirates, says Bongza. Kamu says 3-1. And then Lema Paul Nhlapo, the poet, says 3-1 to Pirates. Here they come. Here they come. Oh, ref. Yellow rating, ref. Did Rhodes and Darwin have swapped flanks? Lulu the boss lady says it's going to be a draw. Hey, man. Not about. After that first goal, don't have any predictions anymore. Thought it would be 0-0 by halftime. Theo says Pirates is losing by 3-2. Anything to protect that 4.5. Hey, Theo.
The game has changed today. There's betting, there's all these people are emotional.
But it's a good game. I think the question becomes, you know, what happens when Pirates is playing in the league and games are like this? At least they've gotten that one goal. But what happens when they play a miserly defense? Somebody's going to just low block the whole game long. Okay, here comes the ball in from Darwin. Evan. Hoto uhlala tatazela nje. Akithi velile mtaka baba. Uhoto nimfake lapha ku left back. Every now and then he shows you that he's a left back. He's the left wing, not a left back. But to be fair to him, he is one of Pirates' most consistent players, Mus. 30 minutes into the game, it is 1-0 to Orlando Pirates. Cape Town City has started coming alive in the game. Who's there? Who's there to pick up the ball? Who's there to pick up the ball? Oh! But are you going to start playing long balls when Machupa's on the bench? This is why I'm like, that midfield, the Pirates, man. Someone needs to come back and take responsibility. That's all they need. Just somebody who can come back and touch the ball. How talented, they wait all the way up there. Look, right now. It's going to go, and then they're going to need to play the ball long. Maranang with Tito. Okay, Tito's dropping in. Even though you don't want... Okay, no. Get Lamin. Ah, way. Nazo? I don't like this long ball thing that Pirates plays. They get stuck where they're building up the ball, and then they are forced to then play the long ball. And when you play long balls, as we've seen now for most of this game, it's a 50-50. You might even say 60-40 to the defender, because they like the high balls. Aborile, they like the ball on the floor. Abo Saleng might like a high ball, but it has to be early and over the defense, over and behind the defense. So if you're just going to play long balls, long hanging balls, the defense is going to win them 8 times out of 10. And even if you do win them the 2 times, it becomes hard to play. Nice 10, boy. Oh, hey, long day at the office. Mkizde, aha, today.
Long day, long life.
It's going to be a long day for him today. Donja in the middle of the park, Lamini shouldn't have started. And Theo, look, you are correct in that. But remember, it's a conversation I always have about the Pirates, that there's 2 Pirates. There's a Pirates with Ndlondlo, without Nda, and there's the Pirates with Nda and without Ndlondlo. And when Ndlondlo's on the pitch, Chaine usually plays it up to him, and you'll see Pirates play more centrally. It will go to Ndlondlo, Ndlondlo will then play it up to whoever was with him. Last year it was Munare, and then he'll play it with Utito. Then from Tito, it will then maybe go wide. Then when Nda has the ball, usually when Nda's on the pitch, he gets the ball. And then when he holds that ball, Undlondlo agekho. But there's also a problem with Undlondlo, honestly, here. He's no longer than, he's not hungry anymore, Undlondlo. So when you want Undlondlo, I love Undlondlo. You know how much I love Undlondlo. I was raving about him last season early on, that he was the most important player to Pirates and how they play. But hey man, how do you say it, man? He comes in and he's just not there anymore. And I don't know what's wrong with the boy because he's got so much, man. Yeah, I was so mad when he came from, was it Amazulu? Was it Amazulu? And Chiefs didn't get him. Oh. Still asking myself why Kaizer Chiefs didn't sign Mokocho when he returned from when he returned to SA last season. Can I ask something though? How do we feel about signing players that come from other teams and come from overseas as Chiefs? Because all that has shown us is that those guys come for a holiday. They come to retire at Kaizer Chiefs. So I'm not saying that Mokocho wouldn't have been a very good signing, Mara. Every time we've had those guys that are coming from other teams or that were good at some point, I'm kids there. You're just calling for trouble, boy. You're just calling for trouble. You're just calling for trouble. Can't judge the flash of the ball. Versus Mfukeng. Do you want him to come straight at you? Like, I don't understand. Long day for him. Let me leave, obviously, when I'm going to watch my team, my Downs. No, we're going to watch it. We're going to watch it. Well, I'm going to follow both games. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're here. Don't worry. We're going to have chats about both of these things. Mokocho, he's tired. Says simple and swarable. Hey, he's old, guys. He's got a team to run. Play through, play through. Counter. "35 minutes in, it is still 1-0 to Orlando Pirates." Bongza says Sean Bartlett, Pakata, Masilela Shoes and many more contributed positively. Okay, Bongza, I hear you, Bongza. I hear you. But I'll see you. I'll see what you said now, and I'll raise you Santi, Dove, Dolly, Billiard. Who else? Who else was an older player that we're expecting a bit more from, who had some success elsewhere? I'll keep it at those four. Right? So in recent memory, when an older player arrives at Kaizer Chiefs, it's a retirement home, man. They're just there to be Vodacom ambassadors, do their Vodacom duties. A grounding, you don't see what they're doing. That's what I mean. And I wanna preface this by saying it's not about the players. I think it's more about the environment that Chiefs allows them. You know, how Chiefs allows them to be. There's no pressure. There's no big requirements. There's no all of that stuff. They get there, they're stars, they're loved. You know, when you play for Chiefs, so do we want to keep doing that? Let me ask it like that. Do we want to keep doing that when, of recent memory, the older players that get to Kaizer Chiefs are not quite into it? Where is Notata? Notata, last I checked, man, he was still injured. He still had that injury from last season. I think it was a major injury. He's still working that off, I think, because he's not on the bench. So he's been out for a while. I think he's still out. He might be back mid-season, maybe. Q-Boy says, this is obvious, Bafo. Lebza says, I like Mfukeng's calmness and confidence on the ball. Yeah, no. That's one of the things he has a lot of if you give him room. He also tends to disappear at times. So there's also that. As for retirement home, I'm dead and buried. Lulu the boss. Lulu, that's how it is, man. must when you're speaking the truth. That's how it is. Tupido, Glamour Boys must look at him. Says, ooh, unswerable. No more OT, they're not playing now at the village, says MK. Boxer says there was no system. Those were signed in J. They were not Chiefs quality. Maybe only Dolly was a good player. Yeah, but it's 9 years, you know. Abo Lebza, Abo Lebohang Manyama were incredible players, you know. They didn't win anything. We've got a list of players that didn't work out. But anyway, we're only going to be back next month. Please, let's focus. Guys, we're heading to halftime. Remember, at halftime, I'm going to open up and let you guys come in. Then we can have a chat about what you guys think about this game. I'm going to do the same for Sundowns. So we're going to also have, possibly when it's in the middle of the Cape Town City Pirates second half, we'll also have those watching the Sundowns game be able to jump in and also give their thoughts. Remember, you have to be following me in order to jump in. Bottom of your screen, there's a button that says multi-guest. Click on it. I let you in and let me hear what you have to say at halftime, and we can analyze a little bit what we're seeing in this game. Not a classic display from Pirates in my eyes. I think I'm not expecting them to try too much here. I'm not expecting them to do too many things. To be honest with you, I think they'll be happy with a 1-0 going back into Orlando Stadium, Escotini. Second half is going to be interesting because Cape Town City will have to try chase this game. I don't think you want to go in with any type of deficit going to Orlando Stadium, you know. So that's going to open up spaces for Pirates in the second half. But yeah, I don't expect Pirates to do too much, you know. Saleng's being very quiet. Tito's been very quiet. Reles had his moments because that's where the Mbobo is on the Cape Town City side. Yeah. But we'll see. So far, whoever bet must be happy so far. It's over 1.5. What if it ends 1-0 and it's late? Yeah, Wende. There's a live game. It's happening right now. It's on Supersport right now. Yeah, Sean, I agree. No Chiefs talk. No Chiefs talk, please. Please, no Chiefs.
But don't hurt. They will hurt you.
I don't feel like being herded, man. I don't feel like being herded. Here comes Pirates shot. Oh, block. Hey, Nyama took one for the team there. Okay, let's see. Tito trying to do what he did to disciples. Barife break, man. Barife break, Sean. I didn't bet here, I was not sure. Kalalulu, you guys are that side. You even saw the weather changing. Honestly, I thought this was a 1-0. This was going to be a 1-0 win for Pirates. My bet, my prediction was 1-0 to Pirates. So far, I'm okay. I don't know if they're going to allow more goals in right now. They're really working this two-man press, eh? They love this two-man press. And what's interesting is that the two guys do this. So if somebody pushes out if the ball goes out wide, one goes out and the other comes into the middle. They cycle it like this. It's interesting. It hasn't been that effective, but it's interesting. 42 minutes. Cape Town City feels like one of those almost teams. Like they're right there, but they just can't jump over, man. Us Chiefs fans haven't watched our team for a long time. We forgot. You forgot the 202 exists. So Sundowns let Domingo go. That team is still strong. That team is this strong. Lebza says Betway must come and sponsor this channel. That would be nice. Yeah, that would be very nice. Let's see. 42 minutes. Here comes Pirates again. Like I said, you see when it gets to Boma 40 minutes or so, you're going to see Cape Town City try to just sit back and damage control. They're not going to do anything crazy. Look. Hey, Pirates. Oh, Pirates. When they have the ball at the back, it's something else. I'm not surprised the owner wants Pirates and Chiefs to win. When John Committees came out and said that, I'm not going to lie. I felt away. He's not just an owner. He's a board member. He sits on the PSL Governors Board, and he's been an owner for so long. So to hear him say that, I felt away. City needs to start trying to. We'll see. Mlonta says Stellies are already saying they're going to sit back. Guys, let's talk a little bit, since that game is going to start soon. Let's talk a little bit about the Sundowns part of this evening. Does playing away, does Stellenbosch starting in Pretoria help or hurt them? Because I don't think Danny Craven is going to be any advantage for Stellenbosch, to be honest with you. Sundowns went there and beat them 2-1. I believe it was for the Nedbank Cup right now. They also beat them in the league 1-0 away. So does it make a difference? Why would you sit back? There's so many questions that I have about that Stellenbosch team if they're already saying they're going to sit back, what's going to come from that? I'm impressed by Sesane's confidence. Mara, one mistake. One mistake. They already hit the crossbar from a mistake. City needs to start taking on Pirates. I agree, but they have to do it smartly, because if they take on Pirates and they get too excited, Hashem, this game ends 4-0. And they still have a second leg. So maybe they're just like, let's take our 1-0, or let's try damage control this thing as much as possible so that we're not faced with a lot this weekend. Downs is going to be on channel 203. That's where the Downs game is going to be. I'm going to watch it on DSTV stream just now. So when I switch over, I'm going to switch over to stream and I'll take it from there. Super says it helps. Oh, it helps. Okay. Kapstad Giant says they're not playing at Dani. Where are they playing? Are they going to take it to Bombela again? Let me check. I'll check. Thanks, Kapstad Giant. Thank you. Hey, wait now. Oh, Cape Town City with a chance there. Okay, they're waking up. Chain, saved by Chain. Sorry, I had just been stuck on the other game. Let me check. Corner, Cape Town City. Let's see if they can get something. There's only 1 minute added on. Put it back in. Just put it back in. Okay, halftime. Guys, remember that you can request by clicking on the multi-guest button at the bottom of the screen. Let's have a chat about what we're seeing here and how you guys interpreted that first half. Then we'll just get back in the second half and come in for Sundowns. We'll watch them simultaneously, those games. Oh, what's happening now? Okay, let's see who's here. Guys, remember, since it's halftime, we only have 15 minutes. If we can get to 20,000 likes, I'll keep it open and then everybody can jump in. I'll open at different intervals in the second half for everybody to jump in and we can have conversations about what we are seeing. Let me just let in my halftime analysts. Lebza, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, man.
I'm Kimnati. Lebza, as somebody who is watching this game, waiting for another one. I'm going to trust you to be a little bit objective here. How did you see that first half?
Yeah, no, it was quite interesting. For some reason, I think maybe it might be because they are behind, but Cape Town City managed to neutralize Pirates in a way. They're not as lethal as they would have been. They aren't attacking as much. I don't know if it's because of the fact that they've got one goal, but so far I haven't seen much of the likes of Saling, the likes of Maswanganya. I only saw Maswanganya, I think, once or twice, where he was moving about close to the box, and that shot that he took that was blocked. That was pretty much it. So all in all, I think there's still a good game in the second half. It's just unfortunate that I'm gonna have to jump to to a more important match, you know. So yeah. So, but I'll try to watch the second half because there's more to play for, especially for Cape Town City. So it's gonna be quite interesting second half. So we'll see how that one goes.
Okay, I'm gonna come back. Let me let Agent in. Agent, my brother, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sure you guys are treating this as the warm-up match before your match at Sundowns. How did you feel about that first half?
No, I mean, I wanted to watch the Buccaneers because sometimes, you know, we watch the team with banter. So I was like, today I just want to watch this team. Like, I want to watch this most deadly team in South Africa. But, you know, I think, let me start with the positives. Okay. I think firstly, you know, I'm one person who's always cautious. I don't always rush with what the media and the crowd is saying. You know, I always like to make my own independent assessment. You know, I'm very impressed with President Demo 2000. I think he's now ready to say, I think he can be given 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes in Bafana. I think it's about time now. You know, I think I'm seeing a lot of maturity from him, very good decision making. You know, you can see that he's playing consistently. I'm very, very impressed with him. And then another player that I feel like is ready now, in my opinion, for Bafana is Utito. You know, I always watch a player when he's suffering. When you're doing good, you know, everyone notices, but it's when you're suffering that most people will judge you on. You know, so he looked first 2-3 passes, they were not good. It's like, you know what, today's not my day. He quickly said, you know what, I'm gonna make it simple. He's playing simple. He's doing off the ball stuff well. He's tracking back. You know, he's putting that graft. That's where you show maturity. That, you know, today's not my day, and it's fine. Let me help the team in another way. I trust the other guys to help me. You know, because I'm not a one-man show. So I'm very, very impressed with that. You know, and then Nda, you know, he reminds me of Ali's good, you know, aggressive on the ball, the ball, but very calm on the ball, you know. And the mistake that Cape Town City will come to is they keep pumping the balls. He's gonna win all the headers. I don't know why you're doing that, you know. So I'm very impressed with him. And then Chayne, I think we shouldn't be worried that Williams is injured, you know, and I think it's about time that I know Williams will be ready by weekend. You know, and I know, yes, maybe Mangoba is not as outspoken as Rulani, so maybe Steve, I almost said Steve Brooks. What is our coach again? I'm forgetting his name.
Your coach?
Yeah, the white guy. No, Bafana coach. What is his name?
Hugo
Rick
Bruce.
Flair, yes. Hugo Bruce, yes. I think Hugo Bruce, I think, what do you want to say? Hugo Bruce, I think, should give Chayne a chance. You should let Williams rest. I think he just recovered from injury. I don't know if he'll do it, but I think Chayne is ready for Bafana, you know. So I think, and then I think another player that we are missing in Bafana, and he's a dying breed, is Mukocho. Mukocho is an aid, a traditional aid. You know, he's not gonna provide you with the assist. He's not gonna provide you with the tackles of the six, but he's gonna circulate the ball. He's gonna circulate the ball for you. You know, so I think So on that, I'm very impressed with those guys. I'll come with the negatives another time. Yeah, but for now, very impressed with those people that I've mentioned.
Let me go to Usupa. Super is Fuba. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, Khetla, kunjani lapho?
Mangimnandi Khetla. Tell me, how did you see the first half?
Yeah, the play is not fluid, but I think the pitch is also affecting the gameplay. You can see that the runners are struggling to keep the ball. They're always trying to get it out of their feet.
Yeah.
Your Salings, your Titos, even Mufokeng, they are struggling to run with the ball. So this is a game for passers. It's not for game for ball runners. I'm surprised that how much we are dominating aerially. I think maybe in the second half they should actually concentrate on putting in more crosses from Mabasa, because he's actually enjoying those duels with the center backs. Defensively, look, Cape Town is playing at home, so they are always going to get chances. The only thing is to make those chances as difficult as possible and make it as easy for China as possible. There was one mistake. There'll always be a mistake in a match. China handled it well. We were very lucky that it hit the crossbar. So I think Cape Town have had their chance. I'm expecting them to be more aggressive in the second half, but I'm also expecting Pirates to come out with different tactics in the second half. I think they should really concentrate on the Pirates that we were seeing maybe 2 years ago, where they were playing quite a few crosses in. I think they should exploit Mabasa's dominance in that box, because he looks like he's gonna keep winning those aerial duels all day. And the center of the park, they're quite stable. It is a battle. I mean, they're dealing with very experienced campaigner in terms of Mukojo, so they're not gonna have a walk in the park there in the center. But I think they're handling it very well. Monyane, I'm also happy with him today. I think he's also just simplifying his game, not trying to overrun the ball. So overall, I'm happy with the boys, considering that they're playing on a heavy pitch away from home. And traditionally, Pirates doesn't do well at the coast. So I'm happy. Even I'd be happy if they get a second goal, but I'd even be happy with a 1-1 draw away from home, because in Orlando, we're going to be all over Cape Town City.
Okay. Very quickly, Lebza, what should the teams do in the second half? We've spoken about Pirates, and maybe Tito's not quite there, and maybe Pirates is not firing as much as they should be firing. Should they go all out in the second half and try to get a second and maybe a third? Or is it okay to just leave Cape Town with a 1-0 win and go home? And then Cape Town City, same question to them. Do they come out and maybe expose themselves by attacking a lot more? Or do they, take the 1-0 and try to put pressure on Pirates in Orlando Stadium?
I think Pirates have what they wanted. They've got their one goal. They should try to get another just to be safe. But I think so far they are safe. They don't need to pressurize themselves or try to throw everything to Cape Town City. I think they're fine. They just need to get one more goal, and then they're fine, and then without conceding another goal. But for Cape Town City, they just need to keep what they've been doing. Keep doing what they've been doing. They missed 2 very good opportunities. So if they want a goal, they don't need to change anything. They've been doing quite well so far. They've been finding spaces. They've hit chain with 2 very good opportunities. So I think in that front, they don't have to change much. But for Pirates to actually solidify their win here, they just need another goal, and without putting too much pressure on themselves. I mean, I'm a Sundowns fan. I can be fair. We wanna meet them somewhere, and kind of avenge ourselves again. They are barking, the person that they had sent to destroy us is gone. So we want the rematch.
Score prediction, Lebza.
No, it's hard to predict this one. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna predict.
That's not how it works.
The thing is, I'm conflicted because I want Paris to lose, but at the same time, it's an impossible wish, you know. So maybe 1-1. So I'll give it 1-1. It's fine.
Let me go to Super. Second half, how should they approach this game? Like you said, Abotito might have maybe been out of it. Sometimes he may have let the game sort of go for everybody else to play. Should they be pushing in the second half? Should they try hard, maybe get an early second goal? Or is one goal enough, man? And you head back to Orlando with the advantage of an away goal. And then from Cape Town City's side, they're 1-0 down versus Pirates. You still have to go play your second leg that side at Orlando Stadium. Should they push forward, knowing that if they do commit people forward, Pirates can pounce on them? How should they approach the second half?
I'm going to start with Cape Town. Looking at the fact that they are playing at home, they are playing under more favorable conditions, even though it's not really good. I think they should push. Coming to Orlando, coming to altitude against a very boisterous crowd, it's not going to do them well away from home, especially the players that have less experience and coming from smaller clubs. This is their opportunity. Ideally, I think the best outcome from this match for them would be a 2-1 win. And of which Pirates should just see how Cape Town City comes out. They would be expecting them to be more aggressive in the second half. If they do so, then it's going to be very easy to pick them off of the counter. I mean, Tammy is really struggling today. So one diagonal ball across the pitch on the counter, and that's game, set, and match. Yeah. Otherwise, if Cape Town City does continue to give Pirates room to play, then I believe that also Hoto should go on the overlap and then try to pump some crosses in for Mabasa. Moyane, yeah, not so much. I think he should hang back. I think they should use Hoto to try to get some crosses in, and for Mabasa to exploit, because I really see a weakness aerially in Cape Town City tonight, which they should exploit if Cape Town City allows them to play. Otherwise, they go on the counter and see what Cape Town brings, and then just pick them off from there.
And then what's your score prediction?
2-1 to Pirates.
2-1 to Pirates. Okay, guys. Just so that you know, Sundowns has kicked off. It's on channel 203. Yeah, it looks a bit shaky. They're trying to play out from the back, but anyway, we'll get into that. Agent, how should the two teams in the Pirates Cape Town City game attack the second half? What would you advise them to do if you were the coach? And then what's your score prediction?
I don't think coach would take my advice, but my advice would be take out Umkhize. I don't think you do that. Or maybe switch Umkhize to the other side and leave Cupido there. I think that could help, because I think he's really struggling against Umofokeng, you know, very struggling. So I think something has to give in there, you know. And again, because I think for an experienced player, I don't know if it's location or is the what, but he's not reading the balls well. All the balls over the air are always going over him, but he's the first one to attempt it. So it's very concerning. I think it's one of those where, like, you know what, you're not in the game, my guy. You're the captain, but let's keep you out. I think that's the first thing. And then what they need to do is also take out Umakaringe. I think he's not in the game. You know, I think maybe they're playing against his former team and everything like that. Sometimes it doesn't work. It doesn't always work, you know, and it's fine. So I think take him out and then, keep what you're doing. Keep up the pressure, you know, try and get that goal. I think for me, it's one of those games. And Paris, I think they've showed maturity that I've liked very much, in the sense that after scoring immediately, they're like, you know what, let's cool down. You know, Paris of old, what they do is they'll score immediately on the second goal, you know? And that, yes, you can get a goal, but you can also consider them in the moment. I think they've showed great experience. take a goal, let's relax, and then let's start again, you know. And I forgot to mention Osasani. He reminds me of Motaung, you know. He doesn't mark the space, he marks the man, he's very aggressive, and I like that from a fullback. You know, he's one of my favorite players in this game. Between him, Mufukeng, and Masangai, like I said, Masangai is showing too much maturity for my liking now. That, you know what, this is what you want. You're not in the game, but you know, do what you're supposed to do and help the team in other ways. You know, so I think Pirates should just keep what they're doing. I think for me, it's one of those games where it ends 2-0 or 1-1. So I don't know if what is that called?
Put your neck on the block.
There's an option, draw or Pirates win second half.
Okay. Hey, Mara. Guys, okay, so we're now watching both games. So for those watching right now, we are looking at both games. So feel free in the comments to speak about the Sundowns. When Sundowns' game goes into halftime, I will let those watching the Sundowns game jump in as well. I'm going to try to keep eyes on both of the games. Currently, we are 5 minutes into the Sundowns versus Stellenbosch game, and we are 1 minute into the second half of this game that Pirates is playing versus Cape Town City in Cape Town. Okay, so for me, I think the glaring opening there by Cape Town City is the right hand side of their defense. It seems that Mkhize, they've tried to put him in one-on-one situations with Mfukeng, and he's lost pretty much all of the jewels that have come that side. What's interesting about the stats is that Pirates have 3 shots and 1 on target, whereas Cape Town City have had 7 with 4 on target. Oh, Nkosiam, pasipola, or shoot. Yeah, man.
Bafana, man. Oh, what?
Cape Town City through there, and they couldn't just make a decision. So that is what's happening. Stellenbosch on the other end. This Stellenbosch is aggressive, man. 6 minutes into that one, it's aggressive. Look, Stellenbosch, from what I'm seeing, I'm sorry to divert. Stellenbosch, from what I'm seeing right now, they're not sitting back. You'd think that this was going to be a low block type game. I think they're trying to take advantage of that centre back, those centre backs maybe not being that nice on the ball. And they're really playing with a high press. It's like a Geigen press sort of situation. Very, very interesting from Stellenbosch. And we wanted to see how they would change how they play. But back to the Pirates game. I think the defense is a little bit shaky. I think leaving them in a 2 is it can be punished by Cape Town City should they transition in the right way. In terms of the attack, Rile's been winning most of his duels with Mkhize, so I'd imagine they'd carry on going that way, maybe even overload that side. I agree with, I think, Usupa, who said maybe Pirates should consolidate a little bit and go back into a 3, maybe keep Monyane back or try keep Monyane back and let Hoto be the attacking player. But it is a very interesting game. I think Cape Town City can get something from this game, and maybe they should push for it. It's a cup game, man. No risk, no reward. But obviously, you don't want to do too much and get caught out in the second leg. So I think Eric Tinkler has a very important decision to make. I think they're going to start only attacking Sundowns or Pirates properly later on in the second half, but they'll keep up this pressure that they have now. But anyway, guys, we're now into both games. Let's see. Okay, from the Sundowns game, like I said, Stellenbosch is being very aggressive. They are committing people forward. They are trying to press that defense very high and win the ball back up high. Sundowns is playing out from the back has been a little bit shaky now. But as you know, with Mamelodi Sundowns, the one key attribute that team has, hey, Stellenbosch, hey, Stellies, yo. Guys, Sundowns is in 6s and 7s. Yeah, guys, Sundowns is under pressure. Nine, the Pirates is under pressure right now. Oh, yeah, man, MTN8 wafa. Yo, that line. That Sundowns line is too high. Is it Titus there on the right-hand side who's taking advantage of them? I think Steve Barker knows, Nai, that you're only going to get these chances a couple of times. Oh. Mkanangwan, just like that. They are almost in these games. Let's see what Sundowns does when they try to play it out now. Can Stellenbosch keep up this intensity for a full 90 minutes? I think that's the question. Sundowns, like I said, very, very, very calm. They wait. And I don't know if Mangoba's Sundowns is going to be similar to Rulani's, where they kind of wait for their chances. Hi, man, pasang ball. Guys, Sundowns is under pressure. Masandawana, what's going on? This is unfair. We can't watch Sundowns. Actually, where's the game for Downs? It's on 203. I've got two going right now. I've got the TV with the Cape Town City Pirates game, and I've got Sundowns Stellenbosch on my phone. So if you want to watch, you're gonna have to make some sort of thing. And this is the Sundowns who must be scared of, says Sean. Wahib says Cape Town City are being very good. They are. No, they are. They're pushing up. They're pushing up. It looks like Pirates has told their guys to just be a little bit more relaxed at the back, stationary, staying back a little bit more. So let's see if they can also keep that discipline up for the whole game or for the rest of the game. Okay, Sundowns, here they come on the attack. White to Ribeiro. Shasha. That's the wrong run. Hey, Stellies trying to come directly at them. No, guys, Stellies is not playing, eh? What a ball! If you don't take your chances, Stellenbosch, if you don't take your chances, Sean says Stellies need to be quick in passing because they're creating good chances, very good chances. They're catching Sundowns sleeping. Shot over from Cape Town City. They're catching Sundowns sleeping quite a bit. It's Yawa, guys. That Sundowns game is hot. Pirates, is it maybe time to get Tim onto the pitch? I know we are only 52 minutes into that one. Is it maybe time to get Tim onto the pitch? Cool Cape Town City down a little bit more? They're pressing high. Yo, Stellies is pressing high. I told you guys about this thing, ya Pirates. Put the ball on the floor and let a midfielder come and collect. Stop playing long balls, especially if not playing long balls into the other half. It's not cute to try to get the ball here, right here, line in, and then they win it back and you're under pressure. Play it out, man. Look. Back to Cape Town City again. Back to Cape Town City again. But the public protector must investigate titles. Hey, Sandile, leave me alone, man. Sandile, leave me alone. Here comes Sundowns. Oh, almost. Ribeiro. Hey. Where was that to, boy? This season, Sundowns don't look scary. Do you know what, Sean? In the early days of the Chameleon, this is what we were saying. The Sundowns, look at them, they're not creating chances. What. And then Rulani lost invincibility on the last day. So I don't want to rush and say this Sundowns is not scary. I don't want to speak and say these guys are not going to be beaten. They're not the same Sundowns. They're not strong. I don't want to say that because you'll be 10 games in and Sundowns will have been winning 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, and we'll be frustrated. For the first half of last season, that's all we were saying. And we saw what happened. Oh, Pirates, there's the chance. Look at Mabasa. Oh, there's a run there. Oh, there's a run there. Yeah, you right now. Oh, okay, 360, but then you couldn't make the pass. Who tried the ball, but you couldn't. Oh, that was risky, but that was nice. Usasane with the confidence. Let's see. It looks like It looks like Sundowns has abandoned when they played versus Ipulukwani. There was a thing Sundowns was doing where they'd build up the middle, go off to one of the sides, and then play a direct ball, like a ball over the defense, but not wide, just inside the lines of the big box. They'd play a ball to the other side. Tash got 3 chances from that. It doesn't seem like they're doing that in this game. Doesn't seem like Stellenbosch is giving them time. So we still are yet to see. I mean, it hasn't been the football that Mangoba promised us. Mangoba promised us chances and transition and fast play. It hasn't looked that way. And Stellenbosch has actually choked them out quite a bit. They've choked them. They've stopped them having that space right in front of the defense. That is where Sundowns was trying to be dangerous from when they were playing Ipulukwani. That just a patch there where your number 10 would probably play. Aubrey was finding a lot of space there, but it doesn't seem like they're getting the same type of opportunities. And this season is going to be very interesting because one thing that you're seeing with Mokwena under Umangoba is that he's got a whole lot more responsibility than what he had under Rulani. And what I mean by that is Mokwena, for me, when Mamelodi Sundowns was playing, he was the bodyguard. I called him the bodyguard. He was the chaperone, the guy that does all the dirty work to allow Abu Allende to play. So if Allende lost the ball and there was a counter, he would pull a jersey. Part of that thing where Sundowns had like 20, 25 fouls in a game. He would pull a jersey, let everybody calm down. He would win the ball back, let everybody calm down. But he wouldn't be allowed to play the ball. Kutsia would play the ball. Allende would play the ball. Mudiba would do that inverting thing and play the ball. Maybe to get it to Zwane. But under Umangoba, Mokwena is being asked to do a lot more of the heavy work, which is going to be very interesting to see whether he can play that. Now, bafana, he's not allowed, he doesn't necessarily play that game. Him and Yaya are destroyers and they try to play the ball over them. So, where does Allende fit here? Where does Mudiba fit there? Hey, this is going to be a very interesting season. Marasinje. Leave them alone, man. Cape Town Stadiums has more Pirates fans than Sundowns. City will score and Pirates might lose the game, says Sir King Ronald. Wahib says Cape Town Stadium has been Pirates' second home from today. Cape Town will chow many teams this season, says King Ronald. Sean says Sundowns play like they are Blue Bulls shooting high. Drop goals and conversions. That's what they're doing. 17 minutes into that game, it is still 0-0. It's calmed down a bit. This game also with Cape Town City and Orlando Pirates, they're cancelling each other out a little bit more. Like I said, I think Cape Town City would come out guns blazing for a time and then they'd go back. Oh, nah, yay! I hope Stellenbosch can make it work, man. I'm disappointed that they sold so many of their great players, but I'm hoping they can make this work. It seems like he's got a working system that he wants to play. This is the same team that won. They won 8-0 versus Ntsingizini Hotspurs in the CAF Confed qualifiers. Yeah, Pirates is a lot more disciplined this half. I think they're fine with the 1-0, hey? Or maybe they're waiting to catch Spurs on the break, City on the break. There's the counter they was looking for. Better decisions, boy. Better decisions. Guys, I'm still at work. How's the game now? City came out very strong in the second half. Very, very strong. But they haven't been able to keep that intensity up the whole time. The game now is still a bit of a back and forth, but they're cancelling each other out pretty much in the midfield on that side. In terms of the Sundowns, that's the game that's really hot right now. But yeah, Stellenbosch, I think they've also exhausted their attacking phase and they're going to start playing a lot more conservatively, maybe up to the 40th minute, let's say, which is maybe where you're going to get hurt because if you allow Sundowns to build up confidence and give them the ball and let them knock it around, that's where they take advantage of you. How Marcelo, Allende, what a bad pass. What was that? What was that? I like Ribeiro, but something tells me that he's a Mendieta type character where you're always on a knife edge. He's going to get a lot of yellow cards, Ribeiro, to be honest with you. Ndao is losing. Even Bomdao can't pass the ball this season. Guys, it's still the first game of the season. Let's first go. Cape Town City 1-1. Cape Town City 1-1. Pirates left 2 defenders behind the ball and they were punished.
I just got the notification. It's a goal.
Cape Town City has equalized versus Orlando Pirates. Corner Mamelodi Sundowns incoming. It's that boy Rhodes who got the goal. Oh, Adams. Hey, did I get the wrong name here? Not Rhodes, man. It's Adams. Sorry, Wahib. It is Adams. It's Rhodes. Guys, sorry. 2 games are happening. Sorry. Rhodes. Jaden Rose, number 23. Apologies for that. It is 1-1. It is 1-1. Lebza says that's his score prediction. Okay, so here's the interesting part. Does Pirates come out and play now? Does this force Pirates to maybe start attacking? Does Pirates have to attack knowing that they've got their away goal? Does City carry on pushing now that they've got a little bit of the ascendancy in the game? Do they carry on pushing? Do they try to get a 2-1? Very, very interesting. Beautiful ball. Hoto, just ball watching. Oh, hey, defense, Nuvelile. Rose has been doing well since the first half. Beautiful ball over the top. It was coming, that goal. Yeah, Hauser, no, it was coming. It was coming. But they turned off the intensity. Cape Town City wasn't playing as hard as they were in that first 10 minutes of the second half. But yeah, it is 1-1 on that side. In terms of the Stellenbosch game, Stellenbosch is sitting back. Oh, whoa. Play the ball. Oh, you're watching the run. Is it De Jong? You're watching the run. Why don't you play the ball through? You're watching Mujela make the run. And look at where Tebs had to come and cover. 63 minutes, it is 1-1, Cape Town City Pirates. 0-0, Stellenbosch and Sundowns. That Sundowns defense has the same issue as Pirates. And it's that their defenders that they're leaving behind are not quick enough to cover when there's a transition. So if you're looking, the right back Motaung is gone. Whoever's meant to be playing on the left-hand side, I'm assuming it's Aubrey, is gone. And Tebza has to come from the midfield to come and cover. So if you can catch them on the counter, similar to what happened for Onyango to get the red card versus Polokwane City, if you can catch them on the counter, that defense can't handle it. So I foresee, if it's not fixed, I foresee Kekana and Libusa being under a lot of pressure. I foresee that Kutsia might not make it back into the team as a center back. He's probably going to be brought in as maybe another DM. And there's going to be a lot of counter goals that Sundowns is going to concede with this season. If teams can transition properly on Sundowns, they have a very good shout at making something happen there. Stellenbosch has had quite a few 2-on-1s now, and they're just not playing that ball. They're just not playing that thing. Wahib says, I can't understand why we didn't sign Antonio van Beek. He's in Austria, Chief. He's in Austria. Sundowns and Pirates need to lose, says Sir King Ronald. Sean says wasting chances. Stellies, no man. Sundowns is weak. Yeah, they're actually taking the Sundowns on quite a bit. Ooh, no more tiki-taka, no more build-up from the back here. I saw Leo Chameleon. And that's one of the questions that we had about Mangoba. Here comes the Cape Town City. One of the questions we had about Mangoba, because I said in that game versus Polokwane that it seems like those players are going to play traditional roles. That means that that defense is going to be a traditional defense. Oh, Cape Town City. Trying to score that Lamine Yamal goal there. Hey, Rhodes is waking up, eh? Rhodes is waking up. He just hit it centrally. If he had gone either way of China, that was going to be a goal. Oh, anyway, we're talking about Mangoba. Everybody's going to play traditional roles. And I asked the question after that first game versus Polokwane. Will these players that maybe were told to play Swiss Army knife roles, and I mean that you are a center back who's a libero, you are a center mid who's also a CDM who's becoming a center back. Up front, you might be playing out on the left wing, but then you're being asked to become a 10. Your strikers are being asked to be wingers at times. There was a lot of dual roles that were being played in that Sundowns team. And it seems as though Mangoba doesn't want to complicate things. Okay, Mfukeng out. In comes, is it Lepasa who's coming on? How is that going to affect those players? Is Aubrey going to be as effective as a pure midfielder? Oh, Makaula on for Relay. It seems like Jose shutting the back door. How is that going to affect your multi-players? And can they play their one position good enough for them to play that position full time? Because one of the smart things that Rulani did last season was hide a lot of weaknesses. Aubrey is not a very good defender. So you bring in Kutia, who's also not a very good defender, but maybe he's better in a 3. So when they're defending, you have 3 players, somebody can push out. I used to complain about AB going out wide. I used to complain about maybe Libusa being called out to go to the wide areas and maybe being caught out by doing that. But he did it to protect. There was always protection. Tebza is not a very good technical player in terms of playing the ball. So you bring in a Mudiba into midfield, you bring in a Kutse into midfield so that they become the primary ball players when you play it out from the back. There was a lot of protection happening all over the pitch. Mangoba, there's no protection for you. You are going to be asked to play those positions outright. And if you can't play those positions outright, you're going to be caught out. And I think that's a little bit of what's happening here. Now, to be fair, there's still some time for them to get those things right. He's still trying to install his new style of play. So maybe you'll see a little bit of teething problems there. But it's a very interesting question to find out when you're changing systems. How does that affect players, especially when your system was as specialized as what Rulani was doing? But anyway, Cape Town City are now pushing for the winner, says Wahid. How are you doing, Sam? Tembilicha says it's still the first half. Yes, it's still the first half in the Sundowns game, 28 minutes in. In the Pirates game, we are 68 minutes into the game. We are watching both games, so feel free, guys. Feel free to comment about Sundowns. When it goes to halftime, I'm going to allow people who are watching the Sundowns game to come in and speak to me. We'll analyze the halftime as we did with Pirates while the Pirates game is playing, because I know some of you guys are watching something else. Sean says, Mangoba is SS Ten Hag. I wouldn't go that far. Tembilicha says, Hoto must go now. Velile says, I said Hoto is the weakest link there at the left back. Maybe you go to a back 3. I asked this question, Velile Guti, maybe play a back 3. Mangoba is a coach that really doesn't want to take risks, says King Ronald. Montana is hoping Cape Town City can score another goal. Libusa kicking the air, says Mulantoa. Hey, guys. Pirates is defending, and City's defense got solid after Pirates scored, and now they're attacking. Can Pirates see out a game for 20 minutes? Can they defend for 20 minutes? As sub is not make sure he should have taken Cabello out. I don't see him. Yeah, he's consolidating. He's consolidating. Pirates is going to be playing back five football for the rest of this game. Pirates are scared now, says Ansarable. Sundowns game is cold. City and Pirates will eat. It became cold. That game was fire in the beginning. Oh, that game was fire. The first 15, 20 minutes of that game was incredible. But both teams are just relaxing now, which makes sense. I mean, if you're Stellenbosch, no team can play at that intensity for the whole game. There is no team that can play at that intensity for the whole game. 70 minutes in, it is 1-1 in the Cape Town City Pirates game, and it is 0-0 in the Sundowns Stellenbosch game. These, of course, are first legs of the MTN8 semi-finals. Hey, banna. Oh, hey. First legs of the MTN8 semi-finals. Cape Town is hosting the Pirates, so we know that they're going to be going back to Orlando Stadium over the weekend. And then, of course, Sundowns is hosting Stellenbosch at Lucas Masterpieces Moripe Stadium. They're going to be playing the second leg in... I'm not sure, guys. Actually, I need to check. I didn't check that. Are we still... Is it not going to be Donny Craven? Where are they going to play that game in the second leg? Corner Stellenbosch on this side. We're playing now to disturb Cape Town, but they're very good. Chavi says, I don't like Kabelo Dlamini when we're under pressure. Yeah, it's that comment I made about two Pirates, guys. It's two Pirates. It's either you have a midfield of Mbata and Dlamini, or Mbata and Munare. Munare's gone, of course, but Mbata and Munare, or Ndlondo and Munare, which is the first Pirates setup. That one is more attacking. It's made to attack, and it leaves your defense bare. Basically, you're not going to be able to build up from the back, but when you do attack, you'll have support. So Munare will go out to the right-hand side to go help Saleng, and then you'll have Tito going out to the left-hand side to go sit with Mfukeng, right? That is usually how you sacrifice your defensive capabilities for the attack. Then you have the other Pirates, which is either Ndlondo Mbata with Tim or Makaula, where Tim and Makaula become defensive covers at times, and at times they add to the attack. Truly box-to-box type players, but they give you more cover. So I think Jose is trying to consolidate a lot more. You are going to play a second leg at home. You've got an away goal. I don't foresee Pirates trying too hard to win the game now. But it's two Pirates, guys. It's two Pirates, to be honest with you. It's two Pirates. And what I had spoken about in the preview episode that we had yesterday, when we were speaking about these games, was maybe you have to find a happy medium between the two, because the one is incredible in attack, but it leaves your defense a little bit open. The other one is maybe a little bit good, but it puts a lot more pressure on your attacking players to do a little bit more. Maybe that's a Mahupa type more of game. Buthelezi and Koki should have started this one, says Wahib. Or they're at Mapida. Okay, they're playing at Mapida. And Sorable says they're parking the bus as Mnyama.
Bring the bus. Bring the double bus.
You're just trying to park the bus?
Go there and park the bus. Park the bus. Park the bus.
Park the bus.
Oh, Nabi. Nabi is that Lucas Masterpieces Moripe. It's not the first time we've seen Nabi there, man. Even versus Polokwane. Was it Polokwane? He was there. Was he there? No, man, there was a game where Nabi was there watching. He's here. He's here, that one. He's scouting. Debbie Chance here in Cape Town. Nabi watching Giants. Nabi watching Giants. Yeah, Cape Town City is pushing. But then is the question, is it that Cape Town City is pushing, or is it that Pirates has decided to sit back? Oh, there's that ball. Okay, they're back to playing that ball, Sundowns. Over the top, in behind the defense. Why is the Nature Boy at the Sundowns game and not the Pirates game? Guys, Nature Boy doesn't want to go too far away, man. Having to go to Cape Town. Yeah, Nature Boy watches games that side. If it's Pretoria, Joburg, that's where Nature Boy Ric Flair watches games. Woo! It was the Polokwane game, yeah. They were all there. Ooh, Pirates. Ooh, Pirate. Kana Kumoring. Pirate. Almost getting in there. Two-man press. There's that two-man press of cities. You see what they do? They did it versus Sundowns. They wait for you to play the ball out. Then they ask the forward players that have just been bypassed to come and run in. It's almost like pressing from behind the attacking player. It's a very interesting thing, and it gave Sundowns a very tough time when Cape Town City played the Sundowns in December. If you remember, I think that was the first game. Sesane. Did he just stomp on him there? It was the first points that that they had given up. Oh, Gilberto. Vieira Gilberto is on the pitch with Umahopa. Mabasa has come off of the pitch. Like I said, you see what I said? Okay, guys, guys, give me my flowers sometimes. The moment you bring in Makaula, you might have to start playing balls a bit longer and hoping that Mahopa can put it down for someone. You know? It makes sense. Because you don't want to put too much emphasis on your attack when you've got Makaula there. So if you have to make the extra pass and Mbata's not the person who's going to get the ball, play them long and let Mahopa put it down for someone. Logically. Oh, Gilberto, I want to see what Gilberto does, man. Ramona Chayeva could gymming, so I want to see what he does when he comes in. Goal attempts, Pirates still has 3 goal attempts versus Cape Town City's 11. So that just shows you what type of game this has been. But again, Pirates is the team playing away, so I mean, you can't expect them to be attacking. 10 people. Marasinche. Hey, CJ, you've got no peace, man. Mahopa and Gilberto. Mahachi 2.0. Mahachi. Oh, is Sundowns parking the bus now? There's the counter. Tash. Oh, what a ball. What a ball. Oh, Shalulile. Oh, Shalulile wabatu, man. Hey, the scoring boots are off. The scoring boots are off. Nice counter there. A very nice counter from Sundowns. A very nice fake. What a ball, actually, by Ribeiro. It looked like Tash was the open player, and the defense there, Umkaba, was trying to move across to anticipate that ball. What a nice reverse pass by Ribeiro. Oh, Peter Mara. Oh, Peter Wabatu, man. Guys, what did you guys do to Peter? What did you guys do to Shalulile? Guys. Mlanto, I agree with you. Oh, Shasha Wabatu. 77 minutes into the game, Cape Town City versus Pirates, it is 1-1. Sundowns versus Stellenbosch, 37 minutes in, it is 0-0. Kind of who said Sundowns was going to score in both halves? Someone said it's going to be the first team to score in both halves. People were saying 4-0 to Sundowns. Yeah, Stellenbosch is tired, eh? Stellenbosch is tired. Was it you, Lebza? Aye, Lebza. You still have, I know you still have almost 7 minutes, Mara. Lebza. Aye. Let's talk running mode. I said it and I stand by it. Danko. Sean says the Springbok is washed up. His time is up. Aye. How good is Salesman? Has anybody checked him? Sales. How do you say it? Sales. Salesman, how good is he? Oh, shot. Ooh. Yo, Tibang, Pirates. Tibang. Yeah, Pirates. Okay, Stellenbosch is trying to ignite that press again. But I think they're a little bit sluggish now. They're not going to press them as they... How? What was that? Salesman will make a difference, says Lebza. Lebza, is the time up for Shasha? And oh, wow. Kekana off the woodwork from a set piece. Is Downs going to be a set piece team? Lebza, how good is Salesman? Salesman, how good is he? And would you have taken Esquivel? Do you think Esquivel would have made a difference there? Oh, nice idea. Just a bit too far. Yeah, no more playing out from the back. They were told. Sundowns was told, no more playing out from the back. Oh, Mahupa. Eh? South Africa's #1 striker, Bafana. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Okay, Pirates. Okay, Pirates. They're also playing now. They're also playing. Yeah, Hoto's being allowed to go up now. Gilberto Abatu is going to find out that the right-hand side of Pirates' attack is the lonely place to be. Very lonely place to be. Lulu says City is promising. They are promising, but they could concede. They're promising, but they're getting sloppy. Counter. Counter. Oh. Cheap. 81st minute was still 1-1. Cape Town City with a half chance there on the counter. Almost the perfect ball in, but maybe the pitch betraying them a little bit there. Oh, for Khoza. Guys, what does Romain Folds put into his CVs? That man's always got a job. It's always a nice job. He doesn't struggle. That UEFA Pro license is working, man. Do you think Sundowns are still going to win the league? Sam, I'm not sure. I think at this point, I still don't know what type of football Manqoba wants to play. He's told us one thing, but it hasn't actually played out that way when you watch the game. So I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't want to make a thing before I know how Manqoba is going to play with this team. I don't think, well, the easiest thing to say is that they're not going to have the same league season as they did last year. That's almost impossible. And if they can keep the dominance, you know, they're 23 points. They won by 23 points last year. It'll be very hard to make them come down to 5 points, if that makes sense. Like Manqoba would have to be very bad for them to have that thing closed down. Hureman on for Domingo. Okay. Is City now saying that they're going to close that? They're going to shut the door now. Rabaiti ba promise as Mnyama says simply answerable. What's the score for Sundowns? It's still 0-0. Motsepe. Who scored for City and Pirates? Kind of Pirates, it was Relay. And for City, who scored for City? Rhodes. Rhodes scored for City. Sam says he's waiting for Chiefs. And Tavi says Batatazela.
Bathi nukusheka ngesulu njalo.
Oh, kakase.
Wakakasela. Why you kakaseling, my brother? Relax. Go.
Hey, there was a point where both these matches were hot. Hey, Mkize. Oh, so does Gilberto have a free role? Is Paris trying to play movement now? Okay, Sundowns guys, please get ready. We're in 43 minutes for that Sundowns game. Please get ready to jump in and give me your analysis at halftime. Remember, you have to be following me in order to jump in so we can have a conversation about what we're seeing from that game. Hi, man. Shaga. They mustn't panic, man.
La penica lena. Uala na ba penica. Do peniki shatut.
Here comes City again. Corner Sundowns on this side. Oh, Wema. Oh, Makaring. Okay, Sundowns corner. Mokwena to take. Oh, plays it over. Plays it over everyone. Hey, the Sundowns is out of sorts, man. Crazy T says, I'm enjoying the scoreline. I'm not enjoying the scoreline, man. Scores aside, I want to see an exciting game. That's what I want to see. Oh, thank you, Coach Steve. Yeah? Never used to stand up when it was co-coaches. Now he's standing and coaching as well. Is he a co-coach? Nah, let me not do that. Okay, 10 minutes. I'd say, okay, not 10 minutes. I'd say we've maybe got 12 minutes left of the Pirates City game. 1 minute has been added on for Sundowns and Stellenbosch. So, guys, Sundowns, people who are watching the Sundowns game, please feel free to request. Those who are in the queue, guys, we're going to speak about Sundowns and Stellenbosch now. So, please, please, please jump in if you know that you're going to be speaking about Stellenbosch versus Sundowns. Then after you guys, the Pirates game will probably end and we'll speak about what we've seen from the Pirates before focusing back on the Sundowns game in full. So King Ronald, uminze gore Pirates jiwe, uduti so. Since you're really trying, says Sam. I guess. It's not the same intensity they played with at some point in this. Pirates game has gone to second gear while City is pushing to sixth. Limpla Lakari Kersis gear, but look at the score.
What does that matter?
Does that matter, man? Does it matter that they're in sixth gear? Stellenbosch to the corner. See, it's over 1.5 for the Pirates game. Now I told you guys that Pirates would, I said Pirates would win by 1 goal. So mine was under 2.5. So this is serving me well. Okay, halftime in the Sundowns game. Let me hear from those who are watching the Sundowns game, how you guys are taking this game. It is halftime. Guys, I'm going to ask one more time. Please, if you're not going to speak Sundowns, okay, we've got our 6 people. I don't know what's happening. I think Super jammed up my system somehow. Okay, let's see who's here. Evan. Okay, we'll figure it as we go along. CJ, without the burner, how are you, my brother?
I'm okay, my man. I'm all right.
Long time. Where are you hiding?
No, man, I'm all right. The season is now under duress or whatever is the correct political term. So now I'm back. Yeah, so yeah, we are ready.
How do you feel about this first half from Sundowns?
Listen, I think DeLong and Titus should be put under investigation. I think they should have heard Sundowns by now. I don't understand why they kept the ball for 2 an extra touch instead of releasing it, which could have actually put one of their wingers in a perfect scoring position. And even Titus in the early minutes of the first half, there was a nice ball that he could have just crossed the ball in.
Yeah.
And it could have been a goal. I don't understand why he ran with the ball into tried to run with the ball into the 18-yard. I don't know what is he doing. I don't understand that as well. I think those two, they could have punished Sundowns. I think they would have had 2 or 3 goals by now. But yeah, other than that, I think Sundowns, I am struggling to see them crafting those goals. Shalulile, maybe we need to give him buy matches. I think agent must go to my friend and buy matches and give it to Shalulile, because we are used to Shalulile bearing those type of goals. It's not nice to see him kicking those balls. I mean, he can't even find the target, which is very rare. Another thing that I noticed with the Sundowns defense, hey, these guys are missing aerial balls a lot. They go for aerial balls and then they miss them. Hey, it's unlike them. It's unlike Motaung to miss passes and to miss tackles and to fall. Maybe it's the early stages of the season. Maybe they're a bit rusted, but it's unlike them. And I mean, we're used to Sundowns that is very clinical, very intentional with the way they move the ball. It's very rare now to see them. You see players, they're thinking. You see them, they're thinking 2 or 3 thoughts when they've got the ball. We used to Sundowns that just moves very fluidly. So maybe it's another thing. Hey, lastly, Mr. Uti, and the referees are still continuing with this thing last season. I mean, why not give Roberto the yellow card when he made a foul in a promising attack, and yet when Stellies did the very same thing, he issued up the yellow card. The referee opened up his pocket. He opened up the top pocket and he opened up his zip, but it did not go inside. Maybe a reminder went in with that envelope is not coming.
The thoughts expressed by those in the panel or in the comments are not those of the host, George Mokwena, or overthinking football as a platform. Let me go to Austin Tabi. Austin Tabi. Austin Tabi.
I'm Georgie.
Oh, Shady is being Austin Tabi.
Ke shabile Pirates mara he ho lokile.
Okay.
Nna re se ka bua.
No, I can't kena ba fetsa. Ke match ya Pirates ya fela.
Okay, pap. Okay. Ke tla mamon.
Okay. Let me go to Agent. Agent, my brother, how are you?
You know, I hear Sinje talking about investigation. The real investigation should be, has Sunshine called our players in the past 3 days? We need to investigate that. This can't be here.
Why do you think?
This can't. No, I think today the boys took, what is it called? Being the Brazilians to a different level, eh? We are playing the Brazilian way. You know, there was a certain player, I think won Ballon d'Or at AC Milan, wearing just 10. You know, his name was Kaká. Today we're playing Kaká, like his name, like the Brazilian name, because this can't be shame. This is not the Sundowns that I ordered. I never thought I would say I'm missing Val. Imagine me missing Val. Today when I'm called, because I had like a so man. This thing of cocoa melon, crocodile, what, I bring back our traditional piano and shushan, no spices. Because what is this? You know, last game, fair enough, we're treating chances, right? So I could say in treating those chances, being fast on the transition in the last third, you are open to being open at the back.
Okay.
Right? Now, when you're not creating chances and when you're not doing anything, it raises questions now like, what exactly is happening? Because at the back we're open, at the front also we are open, we're not doing anything. So we're doing nothing. We are busy about doing nothing. We're wasting energy, you know? So it has been a horrible first half. I've never seen a Sundowns keeper doing 8 million coon, like javelin football of Milford. That's my first time in a very long time seeing such kind of play, you know? So I don't know, you know, Kaizer Chiefs have what is his name? Marked. I think we have Libusa. Shem. Because I don't know what is this, you know. But anyways, credit to credit is due. Stellies, the first 10 minutes, they were looking for that goal. They couldn't get it, unfortunately. So it became one of those where like, okay, fine, let's sit back, you know, and they sat back, and yeah, they should have gotten 1 or 2 goals, to be fair to them, you know, but yeah, please bring back my sunshine. I wasn't familiar with the game, please.
Let me go to Charis. Charis, tell me about this first half World Cup. Tell me about this first half that Mamelodi Sundowns has played with Stellenbosch.
How are you, bro?
I'm good at you, my brother.
I'm disappointed.
Mm.
I'm disappointed. Like the way agent is saying he's missing Mvala. I mean, I'm Rulani.
How? Just like that.
It's not working. It's not. It's for me. There's just a lot of stuff that I'm noticing which I'm not agreeing with. Though I know it's too early to judge Umangova and the kind of tactics that he's trying to play and all those kind of stuff. But like I keep on saying, if it's not broken, why try to scrap it out? Because we're doing quite well last season. Even coming into this season, even if there's a change of the technical staffs and all those kind of stuff, we still expected MAMELODI Sundowns to be there, thrashing teams and doing quite well. But it's like the boys are not ticking. It's not working. We're opened in the midfield. We're opened at the back. There's quick transitions. Yes, we get the ball forward very fast and all that. But we also lose the ball very fast. And then now we're caught on the counter. Which if we find a team like Pirates, I'm telling you, they're going to thrash us. It's gonna be something else. It's not looking good as things stands right now. I'm pretty much disappointed. Even if we win, we're just going to scrape through. But there's not the Sundowns that we normally see play. No.
Okay. Jay. How guys, Mara? Why you guys? It's 2 games. Let me go to Chakaranda. Chakaranda, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Mr. OT.
Man, people are crying. Chakaranda, what's happening?
Ikupelo change prediction ya ka ile amava.
Kilelele carry over 3.5. Carry 4 goals.
Like Kupelo change Mr. OT. Let this Apples FC. It was better. It's not big show. I don't know what's happening, Mr. Uti. I don't know if the boys they don't want to play. Like I don't even know the formation we're playing, the type of football we're playing. I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm thinking maybe the guys they don't want to play bafuna ukuthi batubani umanqoba ahambe because it's not make sure. Mokwena is losing the balls. Motaung is losing balls. Everyone is just not clicking together. Hey, I know it's the second game, We have to give them time, but where's our carpet football? Why don't if the other agent said it? I don't know if it's agent or it's Chris said if it's not broken, why fix it? Why what must we fix? Why must we fix it and start a new football that we don't understand, that we don't know? Because currently what we are playing, no, it's not the standard. Even lava nalava bakhulava ba commentile bathi hayi bayasifuna bayabona ukuthi lesidlala sifuna yiko.
Yeah. Hey, but it's fine. Let me bring in CJ. CJ, hey, bakhala babaningi man CJ. Hey, gakhaliwa lapha Sundowns. CJ, how should the two teams approach the second half? We saw a Stellenbosch that was different. They were pressing from the front. It's almost like they also smelled Turem and there's something that's off here. And they started giving people forward. They were very aggressive. They got some chances. Mamelodi Sundowns hasn't been able to put it together. If I were to put you in the shoes of each coach, how do you approach the second half? What do you change from Mangoba's angle and from angle Yapaka?
Look, I think Mangoba needs to do something with his D-line. I think he needs to do something there because they are not winning those balls in the D-line. Meaning Tabza and the two center backs, he needs to do something with that triangle to ensure that whether he adds an extra bulldog to ensure that he comes out with the ball, but seemingly there's something wrong there because either they are losing the ball in those critical places, and that could cause them if Stellies come out with a very clinical mindset to tell themselves that they're just going to have not a maximum of 3 touches with the ball and shoot. That could actually cause something, a goal or two. From Stellies' side, I'm not quite sure with this goalkeeper. This Stellies goalkeeper, this one with a ponytail, this one, there's something wrong with that goalkeeper. I'm not sure about him. He is losing. He saves the ball and he comes back into the field and he tries to push it outside. So if they could have an extra person to know that he's not going to hold the ball, he's just going to push it aside, they could actually get an extra tap, which could actually lead to a goal. So I think Stellies need to be very clinical in Sundowns D-line as well. And I hope can we ask the referee to be changed? I don't know what's going on. That referee needs to go. Lastly, Mr. OT, guys, why are they showing us the stadium? This is not good. This is how many years has these people been champion? They can't even fill up a stadium. These people must
leave them, CJ. But CJ, what's your score prediction?
I'm think it's gonna be a Sundowns 1-0.
Sundowns 1-0. Okay. Let me go to.
I think it's gonna be a Sundowns 1-0.
For time's sake, let me go to Agent. Agent, second half, what must change from both teams if they want to go win it? Does Stellenbosch carry on being aggressive as they were in the first half? What can Sundowns do to maybe change, man, some of this play that we're seeing?
Hi, it's okay. I have a lot of air in my chest.
That's how I know.
But I think one of the two things have to happen. Firstly, I think people will blame Shalule for that missed chance. I think Ribeiro delayed passing that. I blame Ribeiro more than I do for Shalule. I think it was the angle was a bit wide off. But for me, I have to take one of them out, either Ribeiro or Shalule, but probably Shalule. And then let's bring in the tall man. Let's see sales. I think that's the first change. And also, I know Mashiko has been playing well, but I would sacrifice him, go that other side, and we bring in Ozwani. I think, what is this guy's name? Coach Mangoba should ask Rick Flair that, Ozwani, you can't replace him, Shem. You can't run away, you can do whatever, but that guy has, I think he's one that feeds the snake. You add all this, a snake, because I think you don't function without him. So I think those are the two changes that I would make. Obviously, I know Mangoba is not as radical as I would be, but I will be taking out Libusa and then putting Mudiba there and then leaving Mashego and then taking out Libusa, but he won't do that. That's why I'm suggesting Mashego out, Zwani in, Mudiba that side, and then then the team can play, I think, with sales also up top for Shalulile. Okay. And those changes have to happen in the first 10 minutes. Otherwise, we're losing this game. We're drawing it. If we don't have it in the first 10 minutes, we are gone. I think when the Stellies side is again, before Sundowns, when a snake is lying down, kill it. Don't allow it to rise again, So first 10 minutes, ensure that you get that goal. Because if you don't get that goal again, Sundowns can easily organize and they'll punish you. It's an experienced team, this team, I know you're seeing what, but maybe the guys are going to get a tongue lashing and they're going to cause problems in the second half, So, I think what with them, I would do the same, pressurize them first 10 minutes, get that goal, and then sit back. And then you can hit them on the counter. As for my predictions, I think Sundowns will win 2-0, if not 1-0. But yeah.
But you didn't want to give me predictions, Pirates, but now.
No, I give a prediction. If they vote me.
Prediction.
No, I give a prediction. The Pirates draw or lose or win. Then they draw. And I told them, is that 1-1 or 2-0? Yeah, I told them.
Let me go to Charis. Second half, what should Sundowns change? What should Stellenbosch do to win the game? Or what should both teams do to win the game?
I'll start with Stellies. I don't feel like they need to do much. They just have to keep up with the momentum. Keep pressing them high because Sundowns is already struggling a bit because there is no that combination play from the goalkeeper and the defense line since we don't have Urons there who can relax and pass the ball in a relaxed state. So already Sundowns can build from the back. So Stellies should keep pressing them high, doing what they were doing, which was working in the first half. And when they get those golden opportunities, they should strike. By now, they should be leading. So with Sundowns, the solution is simple. You bring in Uzwani. He has the intellect, he has the knowledge of the game and the experience to know when to pass and when to delay the pass. Because I think there's part of the thing which was killing us in the first half. They just want to do those quick transition. At some point, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
You just need to hold the ball a bit and look for that unique pass that can open up the play.
Okay.
But I think we're gonna win. Maybe by 1 goal or 2. I don't know.
1 goal or 2. You see now. Hey, man. Hey, you guys are killing me. Let me go to Chakaranda. Chakaranda, what should Sundowns change? What should Stellenbosch do to win this game? Then after Chakaranda, guys, I still want to bring in the Pirates fans so that we can have a conversation about the end of that game as well. Since we had the 2 games, I want to give you guys the chance to also speak. Chakaranda, what should happen in the second half for both teams?
Oh, Mr. Oti. Yeah, it's difficult, eh? It's difficult. But I think Stellies, they don't have the firepower. Okay. Is it even a word? The firepower to go beyond what they are currently. You know, I think if they win here, it's gonna be because of our mistakes. You know, they're not taking to their full potential. You know, I think maybe because of they are missing certain players, Aborenas and appetiters. And I think maybe that is maybe the reason why they don't attack too much. But coming to our team, I think agent said it. Let's take out Umasheho and put in tell Mudiba to go back to his original position. I don't want to play in Uzwani. I think position. I don't want to play.
Sorry about that.
Okay. I don't want to play in Uzwani. I think Umkhulisi can be good. Or if you're taking out Alende, take out Alende, put in Umkhulisi, no Zwani, and take out Mashego. And then, or maybe bring in Umabuye, because we also have Umabuye there. Okay. Because he's good also in that midfield. I think maybe, and can we just hold the ball, guys? I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Hold the ball. Try and hold the ball as much as possible. But
for time's sake, Chakara, tell me, give me your prediction.
Hey, it change. One no.
No, thank you, Chakaranda. I just want to say 2 words. We are back in second half of the MAMELODI Sundowns versus Stellenbosch game. It is 0-0. As you can hear from the Sundowns fans, Gunzima. All I'm hearing is,
Ziyakhala and Ziku loudspeaker and I couldn't do it off. I don't couldn't do it off. Ziyakhala ke manje. Ziyakhala ke manje.
As agent said,
Sisekake. But in big trouble, nothing is coming right, and nothing will ever come right.
So that is how Sundowns feel. Look, Stellenbosch was very aggressive, took advantage of Sundowns. Sundowns is not sure whether they want to play out from the back or not play out from the back. I asked a very simple question at the beginning of all of this. I said, you guys have so many combo players. Are those combo players good when they're no longer playing in their combos? Now, when you are pure midfielder, Aubrey Mudiba, and you don't have a Kutsia to back you up, and you're now pushed into midfield, can you play that position? When you're a defender and now you're a pure defender, when you put in that position now and you have to purely defend, not half and half, can you play? Right? Tebza, when now in the midfield, they want you to take the ball and put it on your feet. can you put it on your feet when you were never asked to do those things? Like it or not, Rulani's system covered a lot of weaknesses of these players. And now we're seeing, Guti, okay, they're really good players. They're really good players, but how much was the system covering for them in those situations? That's what we need to know. But anyway, we're going to take a step back to the game that Pirates played. And guys, I'm going to ask everybody to jump in. Maybe let's try to be shortish in this one so that we can get back to the game properly. But I wanted to give the Pirates fans a chance to also speak about the end of their game. Pirates finished 1-1 versus Cape Town City. They will be heading over to Orlando Stadium over the weekend. Velile, takaba.
Buff.
Hey, this isn't getting the Sundowns. Ngifuna ukubuza Velile, uyibona njani igame yenu neCity?
Ngiqala ukuzwa uagent aqhaqhazela kanje makakhuluma Nkosi yami. Hey. Hayi kunzima. No man. Mntakababa uyakhumbula when we were predicting about who's going to win the league this season. And then I've told you good mina my worry enkulu coach wami. Because it's sometimes ngathi unokuzukhohlwa ukuthi ukuphi, and sometimes when the games demand his technical abilities to read the game and see what was happening, because it's the first time ngibona iPirates idlala full game, like 4 shots on target, shoot 2 shots, 4 shots and 2 on target. Since it needed his technical acumen to make sure and do the right changes, because you could see ukuthi Klaus Plenel, especially to stretch our wingers, and kakhulu ubonile uzamile kuMunyane. Let's say Munyane today he upped his game. And on our left back, that's where Ingos Beza khona kakhulu, because lo mbhemu odlala lapha, and I don't know ukuthi uyatatazela man makaphethe ibhola, like he's not comfortable nje makahlala aphithi gijima nje ungazi kwenzakalani. And that's where sometimes the game it becomes a problem, because you've got a captain, you've got a natural left back defender umayile sebenchini. If utatazela kanje mover, then which means he needs to fight for a position banomfukeng. If one of them is not performing, makahlala ebenchini. Can we play as a proper left back? Big up to Usisana namhlanje, he proved himself. In the middle field, was boss uMokocho. Like utalent bano Dlamini babonaka next utito wathi uyazama uyabuya. I know uMukojo, you could see namhlanje just positive. That's where you could feel ukuthi that sub kaMakaula, maybe if he enzeke isaqala second half, maybe things would have been better, because now we know Unjan, he doesn't take nonsense. Maybe that would have allowed the talent to go more up front. But yeah, nevertheless, we've got an away goal. We will take it.
Are you worried, Duguti, this is your first team? And you had all worried, or is it still early?
No, it's still early, but that's but my problem here, games like this, that's where a coach needs to show his tactical acumen to identify the problems. You could see good value that problem side Liga Hot was leaking. Did you see the goal? Upa is Sunda, and then he's got a clear view of the ball. Because it switched from the right hand side. So which means if you're the last person when I've got a clear view, I'll think but I think if our coach can just fix that, sometimes do correct substitution in time when we're under pressure. If we see something is not working, then he says in the same club. But if we're still gonna do this, playing players among position he's not comfortable on that side to hold, whether we like it or not. He's not. So it's better to put Umayela, who's his primary responsibility will be to defend. Let hold or fight for a position Mfukeng. If one of them is better than the other one, my eyes.
Okay. Let me go to Usbu. Let me go to Usbu. Usbu, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm all good. How are you, OT?
Man, I'm good. Usbu, tell me about that game, Cape Town City, Orlando Pirates. How did you feel about it?
To be honest, I firstly I love my coach. He's our Jürgen Klopp. He's brought us hope. I think tactically he's very good, because this is an away game, right? And we have led, like I think 60 minutes we were leading, and we have absorbed the pressure, I think, very well. I think even though the guys, they had there are difficulties inside the game, like Jongabasho Mchitu Hoto, Umbata, but it's an away game, and I mean we have to take the fact that we are leading as we speak. We have the advantage, so yeah, maybe in the league, if we're gonna go with this mindset, then we're not gonna achieve anything. But we need to maybe start adapting that. Maybe when we play in the league, we need to put more effort, home or away, as to playing like they're in the cup. But the cup, this is how this guy wins cups. If you can look at him, when he goes away, he goes to block. This is what he did with Stellenbosch last season. When he went away, he just went to just block. And then when he comes back home, he knows he has the fans. I think that's his priority. He has the fans behind him. Then the fans love him. Just like I said, he's like the Jurgen Klopp. When he came to Liverpool, everybody loved him. And he made changes and he challenged big teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry. There's a penalty there. It seems like it's going to be a penalty or somebody got injured. So can I just ask very quickly? Are you worried,
of course,
about this Pirates team, that this is your strongest team? I don't think the bench has enough game changers for you guys. Then you're going to face a lot of games like this where, there's not going to be many chances. There's not going to be those type of things. Are you worried, or is it too early?
I think it's too early to tell. I am kind of worried because the mindset, I think because this is what happened when we went to Madagascar. The mindset of the players, they didn't want to, rise to the party. And this is what I mean when I say, even if we're going to go with this mentality to the league, and then we're not going to win the league. I think we need to know when we're going away, we need to push, add more than what we did today. If we at least we won 1-0, even though they came with pressure and everything, at least we would have won, or 2-1. But even though we lead, it's okay. I mean, it's not that bad.
No, for time's sake, we're going to talk about it probably tomorrow. Guys, it's 59 minutes into the Sundowns and Stellies game. Just add 59 to whatever my timer says, and you'll have the time. Just add 45, to whatever my timer says, and you'll have the time. It looks like Stellenbosch should have a penalty here. Grankikana slid in, didn't make contact with the ball, made contact with the player. You could argue red card, but it doesn't seem like the touch was as much as it should be looked at as being as dangerous. He was trying to pull away, but contact is contact. We should be having a Sundowns Stellies penalty right now. So let's see what the ref calls it. Tandeni, I'm going to come just now. Let's just see. This is a pivotal thing. Let's see how this penalty plays out, and we'll take it from there. I'll come back and we can carry on just finalizing our analysis of the Pirates game.
Penalty, penalty.
Okay, sir. It is a penalty. Sundowns has had a rough go of it this second half. Stellenbosch has been pushing. They've been catching them out. Again, Sundowns looks a little bit weak in some key positions. They're not working as a team. They're not playing together. So it's very interesting. Pasadine is stepping up to take the penalty. Let's see if Stellenbosch can take the lead in Pretoria and maybe put Mangoba under a little bit of pressure there. So Pasadine to take the penalty. Let's see. Yeah. Here we go. Penalty, Pasadine. 60th minute. Can he score to give them the lead? Oh, 1-0. 1-0. Stellenbosch is leading Mamelodi Sundowns in the MTN8 semi-final at Lucas Masterpieces.
I just got a notification. It's a goal.
Oh, Sundowns.
Ziyakhala and Ziku loudspeaker and I couldn't do it off. I don't couldn't do it off. Ziyakhala ke manje. Ziyakhala ke manje.
Ziyakhala ke manje. Stellenbosch is taking a 1-0 lead, which means that they have an away goal in the first leg of this game. Let's see. Oh, Tembinkosi, sorry, man. Tembinkosi, sorry. Okay, Mtandeni, tell me, can you just give me a summary of how you felt about the Pirates game? Then we'll get back properly into this game here that's on right now.
All right, man. Thanks, OT. Greeting to the panel. OT, you know about Vedeba, they're all the poly, but they seem not to understand. Ne? Look, on the Pirate game, the Pirate played their normal way. We just need to give credit where it's due. Cape Town City, their management, they did some good work in the preseason. Signing all of those players, the combination play, and the stubbornness in that Cape Town City team, that tells you this is the team that last beaten Sundowns on the league. So their character is very strong currently. And for Pirates to just come in their home and start tarnishing them around, it was not going to be a thing for today. Yes, the pitch was a bit drastic in terms of slipper and stuff like that. However, I think Jose, one thing I love about Jose is that he understands these kind of games. So Pirate did everything today in terms of getting it right. However, Cape Town City were the better team today in terms of uplifting their spirit. First 25 minutes, Pirates were all over them. However, immediately they started changing the way they're playing. And then you can tell the first man on the ball, the roughness, the tackles. And remember, when you don't frustrate Pirates with free kicks and do unnecessary fouls, they're going to come pouring on you. So definitely the only way you lose the ball, you take somebody, there's a foul, then Pirates become frustrated. You saw how they're playing with Tito today. They were all over him, pulling him left, right, and center. Mufukeng never got a good chance. Seleng as well. So I think for today, we just need to give credit where it's due. I think Cape Town City, they're really uplifted in terms of their football. What Jose should do in terms of getting it better for Pirate, I still think he needs to create more monsters in that team. He still needs to create more Titos in their team, create more batters, because you can say Makaula is a good player, but today I think he faced a very difficult when it comes to Mokojo experience. However, what I'm trying to say is I really hope this is a Cape Town City we're going to see in the league, because things will be interesting. Cape Town City because you can tell their football is amazing. And the signings that they did, Washington Domingo, you saw how they were tarnishing that background of Pirate. Jaden Rhodes, those guys are very good. So of which is what I felt today. However, when they come into to Orlando, they will not be able to make it easy. But I think they gave us a good ride for our money.
Okay, no. So then we'll talk about it proper tomorrow. We'll analyze it in tomorrow's game and in tomorrow's show a little bit better. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'll give you an update on the score. We're currently 1-0. Apologies, I put the wrong one in the wrong column. It's 1-0 to Stellenbosch versus the MAMELODI Sundowns. MAMELODI Sundowns don't look themselves. They're under pressure. Stellenbosch is beating them in key places, especially there in the defense. The defense doesn't look as comfortable with the ball. They don't know how to play out. They're not sure whether to go long or go short. Sales has come in, so you're probably looking at a Sundowns team to try cross the balls in a lot more, make use of his height. But this is not a classic Sundowns performance, and it's a little bit scary. But let's carry on with the Pirates breakdown. We've got the last two, then we'll focus properly on the Stellenbosch game. We did have a double header today. Wende, how are you doing?
I'm fine, and you, my guy?
I'm good. Tell me.
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. Tell me. Cape Town City Pirates, how did you see the game?
That game for me, I agree with Ntandeni. Some Pirates, they were playing as usual. Most people don't understand. From my analyzing, Pirates is a team that mostly create based on what? On quick plays, quick attacks. If they get the experience of Mokojo came in handy there. He bulldozed them until they said no, we must sacrifice really and try to put Makaula into to control the damage. And for me, that one it clearly showed a tickler that no, these people are panicking. Let me finish the game. And again, regarding who is that Velile, when he said Hoto, for me, Hoto was playing well because of Rhodes was not taking him on 1v1. if he was watching the game. Maybe me and him were watching a different game. Hutu was not Roots was not taking Hutu 1v1s if he was watching the game. And for me, Pirates must try to relax. The defense must try to relax when they have the ball. They are panicking, and the only defender that I think he did a good job today, it was who's this Sisan. He was relaxing with the ball. You even saw how he created, he beat a 360 there.
Yeah,
363. Show them how calm and collected he is. Calm and collected he is. So like the this thing of Velile saying, and even let me not forget the experience of the keeper of Cape Town City came in him when he had the ball. Even if they were pressing him, he was passing correct passes. He was passing correct passes, that guy. And Cape Town City analyzers and the analyst of the Cape Town City outsmarted analyst of Orlando Pirates. There you must not hide it there. They outsmarted them. Great analyst. And can I say something in 1 second? Regarding the Sundowns issue, 1 second. The Sundowns issue, I'm gonna say this. You can a restaurant can give a best service, but at the end of the day, the chef is important. The cooker is the most important person. If you choose the cooker that give you more supporters or that give you more money, and put a cooker that you don't trust because of Mangoba, they didn't trust him because of they changed him while he was there in Sundowns. So they put a chef that they thought he will give more tastier food than mokwena. Now they are giving them what's this?
Okay.
They are giving them Mokodo. So the cooker, let me give 2 more. In fact, we'll talk about this 2 more.
We'll talk about this properly, but we'll talk about this properly. Let me go to Super 1-1. Pirates Cape Town City. How did you feel about the game?
Kesha, it's exactly what I expected. Considering the conditions, the heavy rain yesterday, they were playing on a heavy pitch. They were playing in Cape Town. As I say, historically, Pirates doesn't have a good record in Cape Town, regardless of who they are playing. They were playing a team that has obviously had an ample time to prepare specifically for Pirates. And they have a coach who was at Pirates for 2 years. So Cape Town City, the team that turned their invincibles into invisibles, you would expect a very tough encounter, and of which is what we received. I believe that criticism on Hoto is unwarranted. We all know that Dion Hoto is a left winger and he's done extremely well as a left back, and the main purpose of him being a left back is to build from the back. It's not to defend. The point of him playing is that we need to dominate the play. So his defensive leg capabilities, I think we're being very harsh on him because Marco's been out for a very long time. We all know that Marco is our main left back. Cape Town City, Kamohelo Mokojo, I need to take my hat off to him. He played very well in the middle of the park. I think the Pirates players could have retained the ball a bit more, but the Cape Town City were applying a lot of pressure on us, so it was expected. You know, just because Pirates is on the ascendancy, just because they are playing well, it doesn't mean that every game they play is going to be an easy game. Some of the games that they're going to play, they're going to have to win ugly. And I think as much as the Cape Town City scored, Pirates won this round, and which was going to be the most difficult round of this fight. When we get to Johannesburg, these Cape Town players, they're not going to be able to press the way that they're pressing today. Altitude is going to catch them. The environment is going to catch them. Pirates is going to be determined. And I don't see them. And they also need to score. which means that they need to open up for Pirates, which is going to work into our favor. If it was the other way around where they got a goal and then they had something to defend, that's when Pirates have difficulties. But Cape Town City, they are forced to open up in the second leg, which means that Pirates is going to be able to play. So I'm actually happy with the performance because it's what I was expecting. I did say 1-1 or 2-1 win. However, the only concern is that where is Zakhele Lepasa? Because I believe that this is a kind of game where Zakhele Lepasa could have actually excelled. He is a person who can actually take shots from outside the box. I see he's been working on his accuracy on the off-season. So I think Ribeiro actually needs to mix up a bit when it comes to his substitutions and not necessarily his starting 11. I think he needs to give us more options. And also other players are going to grow into their own as the season goes on. We're going to get more from Gilberto as the season goes on. We're going to get Tabo Paseka Marco back. I think that game, this game was a game for Miguel team instead of for Talent Mbata. But then that would have been very difficult to predict. So I think in the second leg, he needs to have Miguel team nearby to counter the influence that Umokojo has, and then allowing Umbata to push forward. But overall, I'm happy with the performance. It was a very decent performance. And yeah, the coach knows how to win, especially two-legged games. He knows how to win two-legged games. You don't necessarily have to win it in the first 90 minutes. It is a 180-minute encounter. And traditionally, Pirates usually comes through these semi-finals, and hence we are the record holders for the tournament, or about to be record holders for the tournament. So yeah, I'm happy.
For time's sake, I'm just gonna have to jump in there, Super. I'm just gonna have to jump in there, Super. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kesla.
Thank you, Super. We'll break it down properly tomorrow, guys. We'll break it down properly tomorrow. I don't want to say too much right now about the Paris thing. We are shifting our attention back to Sundowns here. Sundowns versus Stellenbosch. So, okay, it is 1-0. Stellenbosch is leading Sundowns 1-0. I think I'm going to keep it open. So those who are coming in, remember, we're going to be speaking about Sundowns versus Stellenbosch to finish off this time. 74th minute. I think it comes down to one thing for me, that I'm looking at the Sundowns and I'm realizing something that is wrong. These guys are not as disciplined as what they were with the Chameleon. As much as we can criticize the Chameleon and what happened with low blocks and all of that stuff, they've been given too much free roll and there's too much going on. Everybody's trying to be a hero right now. And it goes back to that question that I asked very early on, especially under Umangoba, that you're getting a new coach in. There's a new system that has to be put into place. How do you make sure that the players that were there, that were all brought in for specific roles and very, very descriptive roles, it wasn't just somebody comes in as a left wing. I think Rulani made sure that for his system, these are the players that are going to work here. And now, can you play those same players in different places? I asked about these guys that are half and half. If you're half and half, it sometimes means that you're not necessarily good at the one or the other. And now you're being asked to do things that maybe you're uncomfortable with, and maybe you need to be a specialist in. And maybe we're starting to see that the specialism is not there in Mamelodi Sundowns, and maybe what Rulani's system was doing was hiding a lot of flaws. But I want to give them the benefit of the doubt of saying, I don't think Mangoba had that much time as we think they did. I don't think that they know exactly what they want to do. It seems they're half and half in also themselves as coaches as to what they want to do. Are we going to play it from the back, or are we going to play it long? Are we going to bring in this guy, or are we going to play this guy there? Now, things might get a little bit better just off of the brilliance of Umshishi. But can you live off of that without having a proper system? Agent, how are you seeing this second half?
You know, you can be the most beautiful girl in town, eh? Most beautiful girl. Miss South Africa. What is his name? He's white. That's why I don't know. But anyways, it's neither here or there. But can be the most beautiful girl, eh? but that does not determine if what you leave behind when doing number 2 is not smelly. You might be beautiful, but it can still be smelly. So we're seeing a typical example of that. You know, I am, like I said, diplomatically, I'm a fan of Coach Mangoba. But today, what he's
almost.
I'm behind. So there's a problem there. But anyways, but today what he's doing, you know, is smelly. Smelly. You know, I think, yeah. But let me not go there. I keep saying sometimes that, you know, maybe CAF A licenses and UEFA Pro licenses are overrated. Maybe me with my stiff Kate and whatever, and you know, my watching of VHS and what. Because if you go to the group, you will see that from the word go, I complain about Ulibusa.
Yeah.
That is very, very slow, extremely slow, right? So you have Ulibusa and you have Okekano. Now, what is Libusa there for, right? What is Libusa there for? Because he can't play from the back. He's not winning challenges. Why are you playing him, right? But okay, fine, granted, he's playing. It's fine, right? And we've picked your players just to criticize the starting 11, but you see that it's not working. How do you change it, right? At halftime, I could tell you, free of charge, not being paid, that you need to bring in Ozwani, take Mudiba to that other side, and take out Umashiro. What that brings you is Mudiba can still invert into the midfield and have that overload, right? So what do? You take out Mudiba, and after when there's like 20 minutes left, and you bring in Ozwani. What do you expect Ozwani to do in 20 minutes, right? And then another rookie mistake. You have Shalulile, you have Sales, you have Ribeiro in one pitch. All of them strikers. What do you think that's what they're going to do? You know, fine, sharp, it was a mistake. You bring in a midfielder and Oletag. What do you want Oletag to do? What you're supposed to do is bring in Omorena so that he can counter and bring the crosses that you brought Sales for. Ever since Sales has been in, what has he done? Has he seen him heading any ball?
He's even running wide.
What was the use of bringing him in? You know, if you're not going to be bringing crosses. Can Mashiko cross the ball? No. Can Moda cross the ball? No. So who can cross the ball? Is Zano going to cross the ball? No. Only Ribeiro can cross the ball. So it is typical rookie mistakes. And sometimes I always tell people that, you know, you love and hate are, you know, our coins, are sides of the same coin, you know. Some hate me for the truth, some love me for the truth. And I always said, and I love Sundowns, I don't love anyone, I love Sundowns. So what we are seeing here is Kaka, and we see Makaka here, but it's fine.
So then, Agent, tell me, I wanna speak to you about Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch seem to have decided that they're going to sit back and they're going to try absorb all of this. Can they see out this game at 1-0 if they're going to sit back, or should they be stepping up a little bit and playing kind of the way that they were playing throughout this whole game?
You know, it's one of those things where I say to people that even under Rulani, we've seen this kind of things where we're not at our best, but we're going to get a lucky goal. Just out of nowhere, you know, we get a lucky goal, we draw, you know. So I don't want Stellies to be sitting, because knowing the Sundowns that I know, they can get a lucky goal, you know, and you have nullified the good work that you have done, you know. And like I say, the thing that you need to do is when a snake is down, kill it. Don't give it a second chance, you know. So what we are doing here, giving Sundowns a chance, and a 1-0 is a deadly score because it's a goal rule. What if they win 2-1? What next? You know, so kill it, go for the second goal, 2-0, the game is over. Right? So I just hope that they can continue. Let's see in the last 10 minutes, yeah.
That's I think before I let you Velile in, that's my fear here. My fear here is that Stellenbosch has stopped putting pressure on Sundowns. And if there's one thing about Sundowns, whether this Mangoba one or whatever, the players have it in their minds that we can get the late goal. we can get the late goals. And if you give them confidence, man, the ball can come in and hit somebody. You've already seen them have 2 or 3 chances there. Sales should have finished that chance that he got there one-on-one. If you're going to sit back, they're going to take advantage. And Stellenbosch has done very well this game to make sure. Guys, it's what I always tell you guys when we speak about MAMELODI Sundowns. When you're playing Sundowns, and part of the reason why Sundowns was so dominant last year was always be dangerous. You may be sitting in a low block, but make sure that the 3, 4, 5 times that you come out on transition, they have to think about you. The moment you allow Sundowns to push people forward and have more people in the tag, you are inviting a lucky goal. Yes, lucky goal, a slip, a fall, a defender falls, limchaisi tolo goes inside. You're inviting those type of things to happen if you don't still have the danger. So right here, Stellenbosch should remember that, okay, when they're down, as Agent has been saying, when they're down, strike, or at the very least, keep making sure that they have you in mind. Oh, if we lose this ball, Mjela's ready to pounce, or whoever's ready to pounce. They need to keep up the intensity. This thing could become 1-1 very quickly. Velile, I'm telling you, second half, Velile, as we've seen it now, Sundowns versus Stellenbosch. What is your reading of this game?
Right of reply. I was under attack here.
Tomorrow. Second minute. I wonder if there was no game, I'd let you reply, but we can't.
But okay, no, I but basically I was under attack here. So no man. Beautiful game. It's just good to have one Sundowns nyaweza mawaka azokhala. So I try to win and play me. But in on this one, it shows that Stellies at the plan. Did you see when they started the first half? At first 15 minutes of the second half, they were attacking, but now it seems like they've taken off the pedal. I think now I put this on. It's not down. I want to my chance. He should have scored. Goalkeeper just made beautiful saves. Ngasik Dala lately. So it's not a tense match, man. 1-0. The difficult thing now, it's an away goal. So singers, my go Stellenbosch, go to Gazayan. But so far, nice Sundowns had a game. Of which that one must expect, man. It's a different coach. Humango is not Rulani anymore. So they must adapt to the new system. I need to wish you no taro pulapa and guti. Uyoza mushi system with the way they're playing. So he has to implement his philosophy. It might take some time, but eventually it will come right. It will come right.
Do you think that these players fit what Mangoba is trying to do? What's going wrong right now, Lengoba? I think one of the things that I'm picking up in the second half is that discipline and I mean positional discipline. Rulani ran a very tight ship. Laba, ingati everybody's running everywhere.
I think if we compare it to the system Rulani, it now this one it shows as Mangoba said good uzo zamuta attack and no longer azamuti abamba ibola ku isikhathi eside. While system Rulani it allowed Riva, whoever was playing at the centre back, to join in the middle to play as a defensive 6, of which it increased numbers on a middle field, which limit penetration from the opposition team. That's why you will find it was difficult to play against Sundowns. Because easy play game if you not everyone because of the numbers, because of the number 5 here, where it pushes into come a central defender, and it allowed able also to push Mano Island. So it needs space to play like in the middle. So, but with this one, the 4-4-2, the standard 4-4-2, where you want the way in a corner, and sometimes it becomes a problem if your central defense is 1 or 2 hours slow, then you'll be caught napping now and then. Because normally Marabus will move too deep, and if they are slow, then they'll be also caught for pace. That's the system as he implement the Stellenbosch, especially Masasuka first half. Do you see they had pace? They were just pumping that ball forward and running towards them because they know if defense are slow, then chances sometimes maybe 1 or 2 lingavel. But yabo agent bangakaza ngizangithanda agent mangimuza nje man. No, ayingihlali kahle.
Hey, okay. Let me see.
Phela kumele ngizame umncede uba ngiyazi abangani bakhe bamshiyile and I knew if uXolani wazebe kazoma naye manje Kumele ngizame ngoba abokhumo bayamlahla ngenkathi ezinzima abokhumo bayamlahla. Uyabona uthembele emasotshini angasiloyal kuye.
Okay. All I hear from
Abantu bayakhala ngikhale ngiyi-one angikhale ngiyi-one sikhala sibaningi nangumngani wami ngapha uyakhala sikhala sibaningi.
Hey, Gakaliwa, Stefana. Yo. First game. Mangoba seka under pressure. Second game.
As I've indicated, Oti Mangena, I'm not watching. I'm just here for the scoreline. It's interesting. The scoreline is interesting. I love the scoreline here. No, but I can tell you one thing. This year was also agent the Kulumi language. You're not gonna hear this big English guy agent this season. This season, he's gonna be talking his home language. This guy was Kulumutini. So it's gonna be a long one. It's welcome back to reality. This thing of cruising in and untouchably, setting records, setting passes. I'm a record of a pass. Pelile londole. I'm just here for the scoreline, guys.
You're just here for violence.
I lost interest. You know, when they scored, all the guys we were playing with when they scored, I lost interest. I'm not watching any soccer anymore. So now I'm just here for agent and all of his friends. With guys, we'll come back now. We're gonna feel what the Kaizer Chiefs has been feeling for the past 10 years. This is your year. You know, when I watched them when they were playing against Polo in the first game.
Yeah.
The first game, I saw good. This Sundowns is not make sure. Mangoba is making these boys run. They're not used to running. These boys were pushing. They were moving the ball, and now they are made to be running. They're not used to that. Sunday is gonna be the long one. This.
Okay. No. I have a step by guys. Hey, people are here for violence. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm saying. You can have 6 defenders on the pitch, but usually what happens when you're playing 6 defenders is that you guys get in each other's ways and there's all types of chances. Sundowns have had maybe 2 or 3 clear-cut chances right now, and they haven't been able to take them. Stellenbosch should not be playing this game. They should not be playing this game after doing so well the whole time. This is what Sundowns does. They can get 1 goal out of nowhere just because your defense made a mistake. And all of that work will be gone. 14. Nazo, you see,
Mr. OT.
This is what Sundowns does. Shower crossbar now. Your goalkeepers had to make 3 saves. There's a crossbar hit. Guys, Sundowns wins these games like this because people decide they want to defend. But anyway, sorry, 014. How are you, my brother? Welcome.
I'm good in yourself, Rotman.
I'm okay, man. Tell me about this game.
We spoke about this after the Polokwane game. Remember, I said to you, if Sundowns don't take their chances, they're good inside the box, but they're not clinical. I said that there's nothing wrong that they're doing. His tactics are great. It's the same Sundowns, nothing's changed, still dominant, but they're not scoring. That's the only thing that's gonna kill them. And I was speaking to my friend. I'm saying the only thing that's gonna kill Sundowns is just not scoring. Look at what they do. You see now they're making chances, hitting crossbars. There's chance after chance after chance, but not scoring will be their downfall. And he said, and the coach disappointed me. I'm an unbiased fan. I can be very unbiased. The coach disappointed me when he said, "We learned from our mistakes." They didn't learn. Your mistake was not scoring. That was the only mistake they made. They didn't score.
Yeah.
You understand? Honestly, I'm a big fan of Sundowns when they go continentally because I like seeing power teams. But it's very disappointing to see them not just... Because nothing's changed. This is not someone they just brought in who doesn't know the squad and doesn't know the system. Not a lot should change. It should just be... It should be flowing. honestly, even agent could tell you, this is very disappointing from Sundowns. So I'm honestly disappointed. They were supposed to be 4-0 up, 5-0, cruising.
But then, Charlie, can I ask you, how much does changing such a detailed system, Rulani's system, for better or for worse, it was very, very detailed with what the players had to do. Everybody had a specific job, all of that stuff. How hard is it to go from that to now Coach Mangoba maybe wanting to let them play free, but it doesn't seem like they understand what that's meant to mean?
Right. If we can remember, Mangoba also had Sundowns, and then he also did it, the co-coaching, and then it's his again now, right? So we must remember that Sundowns has always been, well, in this modern era, quite possession-based, dominating all areas of the pitch. And we understand with Rulani, it was very strict. But imagine now, Ayende is told that, no, you no longer just have to wait by the arch. You can get inside. Hence I'm saying there's not a lot that's changed. People will say, maybe I don't know football, but I swear to God, I know football and I know tactics. Nothing has changed. They're just allowed to do more. And I say many times I love attacking football. I'm a big fan of attacking football. I don't like it when teams have pure dominance and they don't win. You can't dominate a team and not win. They must win. This is their I don't like it. I'm honestly hurt. I'm crying.
Okay.
I'm crying.
Guys, this is the final score. The game has ended. Stellenbosch is leading 1-0. Oh, Stellenbosch has won 1-0 the first leg. Now it's going to be up to Sundowns to come back and do something in the second leg. Hey, where's my thing now? Anyway, I'll get it, but it is full time. Guys, I'm not going to let in a lot of people. So the people who have requested now, and Dumi, you're going to be my last one. I'm going to let you guys come in. Please be a little bit short. We're going to talk about it tomorrow properly. We do have a WhatsApp group. If you want to join the WhatsApp group, head on over to YouTube, click on subscribe, click on join. Then you'll gain access to the WhatsApp group. That's where we speak about these things more in depth. So there is a WhatsApp group. I just want to play one thing before I let
and loudspeaker and I couldn't off. I couldn't off. I
Oh, gaga, 10 past 4, CJ, 10 past 4, 1-0 loss. How do you feel about this first half? Can you give me your thoughts about the game? Sorry.
Look, I think it was a competitive game. I thought it was, it could have went both ways. It wasn't as dominant, and I say dominant in inverted commas, as people make it out to be. I think, look, Stellenbosch did come to play. I like these type of games. They didn't sit back. They didn't park the bus. They didn't defend. They didn't sit and wait for Sundowns and chase them in counter. They actually came to play, and I like that. And so Sundowns as well, they gave it their shot. 1-0 game. I think it's a true reflection. In khoza would say, "Oh, ababini abaphaqulanayo." That's it.
Yeah.
But I want to agree with someone. Someone said something that I noticed in the second half. There's something about Sundowns players not applying themselves 100%, and that is maybe it was a tactic from the coach to say let's just give it a 70%, but there was not that sense of urgency, man, that you normally find in Sundowns when they are playing. It was not here today, and I'm very worried as to why. If this is our players trying to get rid of the coach, now I'm becoming I'm really becoming suspicious, because there are certain players that are making tendency mistakes that they don't normally make. And that for me is a bit worrying. But anyway, it's a Sundowns, man.
Yeah.
They've only won one trophy last season. That's the league itself. They're not that dominant. It's that we like to elevate them for nothing. But anyway, it's one of those things.
All I'll say, Sinjay, you know, when you come from a strict household and then you get a taste of varsity, it's not that you're a bad kid, but now there's a bit of freedom. So I think maybe that's something that's happening here. I don't know. Maybe Mangoba's letting them go. They came from military camp. But anyway, let me go to Malebe Kuto. Let me go to Malebe Kuto. Tell me about this game. Welcome, my guy.
I'll Prastomi in the comment section. Awujabule segazi. Emzimbeni wakho uyelele lenkinga zomhlaba. Thatha lento kuyaphileka. Ayinabo ubungozi. I'm sure Coach Manda is considering ukuthatha lento. Uyabona ukuthi thatha lento. Uzima Mr. Uzi. Yabona during the last minute of the game, just watching Coach Mangoba, I just appreciated corporate. We complain about pressure. Hey, people are under pressure. One lose, he's biting his fingers, yonkinto. Kunzima uzifihla ngepali. Ngitata Mangoba.
No, Leila, when they asked him, he said, I work well under pressure. I don't know when they ask you this thing, but anyway.
Mr. Motsepe kanje, abekilihleli one ngepali. Ngithi siyakubona coach. Awuzifihla. Mr. Motsepe, I'm young game analysis. Thank you.
He just wanted violence. I knew it. Let me go to Agent. Agent,
Since Amanda take, can I be the last speaker, please? Can I be the last speaker, please?
You wanna be why do you want to be the last speaker?
I'll be for Mages.
Okay, because you're a member, I'll let you speak last. You're one of the members of the WhatsApp group. I'll let you speak last. Ntuli, welcome, my brother. How are you?
I'm good, and yourself, Mr. OT.
Hey man, hey.
I go.
Yeah, Pitori. But anyway, tell me. How did you see the game?
Man, this game, it wasn't a good watch, man. It wasn't a entertaining game. It sometimes looks disjointed. I don't know what happened. And I wasn't expecting that taking into consideration that Mangoba have been there. I was expecting a continuation. The way they are playing. Let's hope maybe it's because it's the beginning of the season. But this is not the Sundowns I love watching as a neutral fan, Mr. Uti. No. I'm sure Hugo Bruce I understand is like yo. Hugo Bruce needs to work, Mr. Uti. Remember, these Sundowns players, I don't have to tell them anything. They just go there and play. But now, I'm Zamela 7. But congratulations to Stellies. They came in to play. They went pound for pound. They are that guy were cheap. So no. Congratulations to Stellies. So now it's gonna be tough for Sundowns now. Because now Stellies has an away goal. If they score one on the second leg, I don't think Sundowns will come back. But I so wish to get Pirates and Sundowns on the final.
I get about Rulani is Mourinho. He thinks he's Mourinho. Hey,
I know. Because you can tell who Rulani left with that ball. Because I was watching those friendlies with that. It seems like he has instilled the shoe shine and piano on those guys. Yeah, it tells no Bobby.
Okay. Let me bring it down. We're going to analyze the game properly tomorrow. Ichwane, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm alright, Mr. OT. Good evening to everybody.
Ichwane, tell me, 1-0 Mamelodi Sundowns lost to Stellies. How do you feel about the game?
I'm looking at Sundowns. They don't look like a team that's defending the league. And this thing of my daughter, okay.
He's also crying. That's wanting Rulani back also.
But Mangoba, he's forcing Obrim Diba on us to play as a 10. And, I don't think you can master a system at Sundowns without Timbers 1.
Yeah.
For now. And he's trying that so much that, it's letting him down. It's letting the whole team down. There's no chemistry. Allende was flat. Ribeiro was trying, but he was also flat. You have a Mashiko playing high up the line, I think out of the balls that he crossed, there was one I was really impressed, but he crossed about 7 to 8 balls, but only one of those really made an impact. So why don't you play Obrimudiba back in his natural position? Give him instructions to do what you need him to do. And then you play Tambazwani. If he gets tired, he will tell you, Coach, my legs can't carry me. Then you can replace him. But this system that Mangoba is trying out, the high octane football, I miss Coco Melon football, I won't lie. And I don't think it's gonna last if he keeps on like this. It wasn't a good outing for Sundowns, I won't lie.
Okay, John. We're gonna speak about these things probably tomorrow. Let me go to Utumi. Tumi, welcome. What did you see from this game?
Mfethu. Kuyima.
Kwenzakalani? Kwenzakala?
Labantu abekho ndoda abebadlala enye into engayi-understand. They don't show up, man. Uyabona nje u-Allende was out. Umodiba was better than u-Allende. Because I thought it was okay for Allende bafake Uzwane instead of bakhipha uModiba. But it's routine, my coach's decision. But we created chances, we missed the goalkeeper abispanile labantu laba. He deserved to be man of the match kule game then. Ka uspanile, but more or less sesibabona emabhida Sunday. Yeah.
Uthini ngamanqoba ball mara guys. Aw.
I can't go. Okay.
Let me ask you. Is time gonna help here? Will Mangoba have the time to make this right, and will time fix this?
But what I'm worried about him, he was there since Pitso was there, Rulani his corner was there. But even the play, how can you change a play exala? Because if ungabona bokekane no libuse emuva lamhlabe badlala enye into. Although we are 1-0 down, but they are still passing back. They're trying to open that space, but angazi so babona emabhida mfethu.
Okay. Guys, if you have not followed, please follow. Tomorrow we will break down the games properly. We will speak about the tactics and all of that stuff. I think I may be able to let in some more people just before Agent comes in. Let me see who's here. Then let me see who hasn't spoken tonight, and maybe we can get some other people in just to hear. Mine is very clear. I think that there's a lot of things that happen when you change a coach. There's a lot of things that happen when you're changing a system. I think Sundowns' system was so strict, was so precise. You move here, you do this, you cycle like this, and you do that. That once you take the players out of those systems, sometimes you start to see, man, maybe the system was very strong here. Yeah, man. Guys, please mute when you come in, and then we can go from there. But I'm going to let in some people, guys. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock, I'll be here. We're going to have the proper discussions here. Mulantwa, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, and how are you, Uti?
I'm good. Mulantwa, what happened this game? How did you see this game?
Oh, this was a terrible game for Sundowns. A very, very terrible one. I mean, in the first half, regularly boxed in 3 just 3. And then in the first half, they were nowhere to be seen. They were lost at all. At least in the second half, they tried to try to or do go damage or somewhere there. But you can tell or the team is not doesn't have that chemistry in the Leon under Rulani.
So do you think that time will fix this? Garudla, do you think that time can fix this?
Maybe and maybe not. I think like problem is go change room. Maybe that's what I think. Because personally I see like these kind of between the coach and the players, only some sort of like tension in or something. Because even if you level interview like conference what was drilling you can tell alright it's not all nice in there. So let's hope in the second leg we can fix whatever is going on and then the team will gel together and see what happens from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me bring in Nkosikwana. Nkosikwana, welcome to the show. How are you?
Ninjani bafethu lapha.
Thina simnandi thina who are on holiday. Phela team yami ibuya next month. Tell me, Nkosikwana, how did you see this game?
Usuzositshela ngehlathi ke sikhulume ngamateam amakhulu. Asitshele ngabantu abale ku number 10 mfethu. Basosifake inkingeni zabamakhelwane mfethu.
Hey, kumnandi
manje ingxaki zabamakhelwane. Hayi, ngisazokala futhi ngiyamtshela nakule season ngisazokala. Yeah.
What is that?
Angiyibuka ihlathi mina ngilibuke sekuqeda i-team enkulu ukudlala ngase ngibuka lwa 50 something minute kanti ngizabona the most important moment whereby bafuna ukudlala ikarati manje. Yabo sebekhohla ukuthi football le sebephula abadlali ayi madoda yazi nje. And then ke kwenzeka la mumishi ke zakhala ke noma ngayibuka ngayo yonke igame kodwa ngibonile iSundowns nje ucosha le few because bengibuka la game ePirate mina ke iPirate ebalele mina ngibuka amahlathi. La le team le to Sundowns ngiyibonile kulo ngizothi how many minutes from 58 minutes isho nje ngibone 20 minutes kodwa ngababona ukuthi they get exposed easily lapha at the back. Ma defender abo ayizinowe too much. Anganoma isystem umanqoba kayishintshile noma what happened but there is something like okufuna beyifix like urgent because league ngeke beze beyivikela ngifuna ungasho. And abase now ne combination play. Yes, I have said this before nalokho zanifethu nangiphikisa ngithi mina iSundowns mengeke umshishi nwana ke lo game la event behlulesi. Even angazi even ngahlangani nje ubona ukuthi yabona angimazi ngoba uya edge ulokhuzana lomfana Thembazwana ukuthi bazoyenza njani. Run bese void uThembazwana for in terms of philosophy be implement kahle lama philosophy kwamabhola abathashayo. Yabona nje mengeke uThembazwana isuke ibuthuntu mfethu iSundowns angifuna uqamba manga. That is why angifuna ufaka i-team enkulu kule equation but ke nje iSundowns bafeta ingeke. Ayikho le team bafeta. Nasekuqaleni bawina on goal kwathi hayi bebecindezele ayikho lento le. Yabolele le ngibona kumanqoba mnqithi angibone iqede isizini. Angifuna uqamba manga. Yabona nje uzodraw mhlambe nje uzodraw nje the first 3 game bembhenga amanye amehlo bemshaya ngesicathulo. Angiphathi ke make draw first 3 games e-league wasezo ngoba vele ku-MTN 8 angifuna uqamba manga ngiyane Stellies mina kwi final. Ngiyazi bazotshela ukuthi mhlambe iCaptain City ibidlala namhla cha iPirate akini manje libeka phansi ibhola so i-ground belimanzi besingakwazi ukudlala kahle abafana bambe beshelela ke kodwa they manage ubetholela advantage goal away. Hayi sikolanda kuzobe kumnyama phansi umgqibelo. Hayi angifuna ukufaka iPirate kakhulu kodwa nje yo Orlando la isakhona kodwa laba I'm very happy bengisasethi ngo Rivero ukuthi why Rivero naye nenkani because befuna iPirate mangabithi nje 1-0 bese thatha le team evale 1-0 sepi sihambe sombone egoli. Yabo manje masithi ngivula iTV angivula ngivela ashintshela nje ngena kule Sundowns zakhala nakhona ungathi ayike naba abayesebedliwa ngisazi ukuthi thina isystem yabo la.
Okay.
Kodwa nje la emabhida ithina sobe siyila emabhida ngeke bebuye la laba bazodliwa laba.
I know Nkosikwana. Thank you.
Hayi thatha leto bafana kaphileka khona osho njalo awuhlekiseka ngoba bathi akuthathwe leto jabulisa igazi ayikho lento le. Uyasho umkhulu. Yabona abadlali mfethu akufanele ukuthi uba overcoach. Wrong lento la.
Isikhathi because ubuye kusasa sikhulume kahle le ndaba. Let me go to Tamos. Let me go to Tamos.
But man, like kunjani?
Hi man, batho ba thabile, but people are happy out here, Tamos. Tamos, how did you see the game?
I na hot man like last ke chilo. Na go ke le mo paneleng ke bua lona.
Yeah.
Ka Sundowns season nge is not going to be a walk on a park. You won't see the today or seasoning e. Wa nyewa. But game ya fana ge yona. Inele bad for Sundowns in terms of ke sheba game ya Stellenbosch na. Previous game ta Sundowns le Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch is tshwarisa Sundowns half time. Bafana var. So today they expect the Stellenbosch is going win.
Okay.
And like Gambo's guy on Stellenbosch vandaag. Baba.
Oh, Betway, oh, hey.
Yes. But anyway, I want flop hot man. I can't think what they do fella.
Okay.
Le bala le ke ba jeta ke season ye Sundowns. Hai, ha ona mo yang. A ga tlo bela man. Unless at the set out la formation ya rulani mokwena once.
I wanna hear. This is why I say Sundowns is starting to look like a normal team, but it's kind of I get what you again. Thank you, Tamos.
Thank you.
Let's see. Agent, should I let in more people? Are you ready to jump in?
No, let me get in. In Nigeria, the August there by sunny side, they say, "Hi, whoa, my enemies are happy. Oh, man, what have you done to us? Hi, coffee aqua. Hi. But you know, can I speak Venek today? I think
go for it.
Uncle was quite casting cookies and long pima. One of what like you were strong and cookie.
It's a little rulani. Rulani found the Steve Unkile setting, but it's okay.
What thing? Do you change money? Baku dim batata kotlase, batata go dim. I never saw that. I thought we were the Zalai Motamela said you born. I didn't know that I would be a true supporter. And others will turn into what do you call the plastic fence? I didn't know that such day will come. Hey, wait till Tolani and Tamelos I wanna deal man. Happy that Sundowns lost. It's a Sundown support. Mitolaya like a no man. Mo can like go one. No, I when Nahaisha Marisha, Kibona Honimu. Nagaya Shamarish, me Ashim Haish. Yeah, shame when the bush is burning, but it's not burning. I think let me remind the occultic followers that their fan favorite lost 3-0 in the semi-finals in his first leg, in the semi-finals in his first season, and lost the final. He never won an MTN8. Under Coach Pitso, the greatest Sundowns coach of recent memory, excluding the founding coaches of Piano and Shoeshine, won it, I think, if not once or twice in 8 years. So traditionally, this cup is not ours. So let's not behave as if we are the Orlando Pirates of this cup. So we have never traditionally been good in this cup. We miss Rulani, we miss that. Let's not forget that we benefited against Chiefs. And I need to remind them that we benefited. Chiefs were the supposed winners of last season's semi-final. We benefited and we won through benefiting. So they should not tell us that that Messiah was better. That Messiah was not better.
Yeah.
8 games or 7 games or even 6 games, I can recall from the top of my head, we benefited. We were supposed to lose or draw. So let's not pretend the so-called Cameroon football or the Cameroon football or whatever football was perfect. It wasn't perfect. So we need to be truthful that our team has not been playing well for the past 2 seasons, including last season. We didn't play well. Even we're thieves, but for others, I want to thieve until kingdom comes because they stole our cups. They know themselves. So I need to say this and say it out loud that let's not pretend that this is the be all end all of Sundowns. Even under Rulani, we can praise him for what we want, but he was not perfect. You know, we won through benefiting. His system was, made us lose, And how many cups did he win? Besides a plastic cup, which it will become a cup if there's a second edition. Up until then, it's a plastic cup.
Yeah.
So let's not pretend to be holier than thou. Let's not call ourselves versions when we are not. So we have to be realistic. We have to accept the situation for what it is. This is not a cup. We've never been a cup team. We're a league team. Let's just man over on the league. If he doesn't deliver it, then we can say he was a failure. But on cups, Rulani didn't even deliver them. So please, Masandawana, let's support as the true supporters. The true supporters, not the fake ones. The true supporters. When you lose at a game, there's a chance that we make. Win or lose. Mtavevi was here will tell you there's a chance that we make. Win or lose. Win or lose. And we clap our hands and we dance. Not these keyboard warriors. Some, but I will not go there. But some, we can see why Velia says they think like someone, like Oliver Tambo. It's because of this ageism thing, but it's fine. Win or lose, we are Sundowns. Thank you.
I didn't know that when you renewed your membership, the card became metal. Plastic. Okay. So, if we're being realistic, this is the realistic thing. If we're being realistic and we're speaking the truth, following Rulani was always going to be tough. It's always tough when you are in the driver's seat, because the moment you step in and you have to follow something, even though it didn't win trophies, the type of football that they were playing, the chameleon, the unbeaten season, the AFL, all those things count. And while Rulani left and everybody was fine with it and all of that, cool. Now, Mangoba has to step into this role. And I think part of the problem with Mangoba stepping into this role is that I still feel like Sundowns people look at him as the caretaker coach. And to be honest with you, I think he has to prove to you guys that he is the guy. I don't think you're shaking if this was the final dude that everybody was talking about. The other realistic thing that we've been speaking about for weeks on this show, guys, or I've been speaking out for weeks. You're going from one of the most detailed, disciplined, tailored systems that you could ever find in South African football and maybe in African football. When Rulani came in, there were things that he was doing with that team that were very, he covered a lot of weaknesses. He made a lot of strengths shine. But if you remember correctly, he had the whole of last season, most of last season, when he was promoted, or season before last, when he was promoted to work on his ideas. By the time he stepped in to that role and he was full on by himself again in the following season, for his first season, he's had a lot of time to work with these players. If Mangoba really is changing how Sundowns plays, it's going to take a lot of work to get them to where he wants to be from where they come from. And the realistic thing that we're starting to see with Sundowns is how good that system Rulani had put in was. I said from the beginning of the game and from the Polokwane game that there's going to be issues of, guys, Aubrey Modiba never played full-on number 10. When Aubrey full-on number 10 or even in midfield, Aubrey Modiba was on the pitch as the left back who comes into midfield. And when he comes into midfield, he's got Kutsia, he's got Allende, he's got him, he's got Zwane, and he's got Mokwena who cleans up with Kutsia who can clean up. They've hidden one of his weaknesses and they've amplified one of his strengths. You look at Mokwena. Mokwena, as a midfielder, doesn't need to play the ball. Think back to the chameleon. Never played the ball. His job was to mop up for the other guys, and his weakness of not being able to play this was closed because, again, you've got Kutsia, you've got Modiba, you've got Zwane, you've got Allende, right? So the system worked in a way that was, again, hiding the weaknesses, amplifying the strengths. When you had Kutsia in defense, it means that you always had a 3, meaning that even if Modiba's gone or Mudau's gone, you've got adequate cover. Then when you start building up, there's a midfielder, an extra midfielder who can go forward and play the ball. Now, it seems that Coach Mangoba is showing how much of an old school coach he is. He's asking these players to play these positions full on out, and you are one man alone. Libusa, you're not going to have Kutsia's cover. Libusa, when the ball gets played out from the back, you're not going to be able to let Kutsia take the ball and move forward. You're going to have to put your foot on the ball. Kekana, same Shandis. When we go into attack or when we get caught in transition, you two are going to have to be full-on defenders, and you're not going to have the cover that was afforded to you under Rulani's system. The midfielders, you are no longer going to be able to hide behind 2 or 3 other people that can play the ball. Allende, you're going to be alone in that midfield with Utebogo Mokwena. Modiba, you're going to be alone in number 10. The guys in front, you're going to be... That system was working for those type of things. And now we are seeing how much of a system Sundowns actually was under Urulani. And it's not to say that Coach Mangoba is going to be good or bad going forward. It's that he's going to have to work extremely hard to undo those things. Because Coach Mangoba strikes me as a coach who's not a new textbook coach, a UEFA A coach, and all of that stuff. He's a guy who comes in and he wants those players to play. Mara, these guys are not used to playing. They come from a system. So he's still going to have to deal with those things. I always say here that there's a reason why Pitso called Mangoba. Mangoba knew how to play Shushan in Piano Freedom football. He just didn't have the structure of what Pitso can give you. They work together. Manje, labo tactical what abaseko, and there was no time afforded to Mangoba. So he might get this right, I don't know, but we're going to see a little bit of a struggle for Sundowns to start playing the football that he wants to play. And that is just a reality. I often joke that this season is showing us that Sundowns is becoming more like a normal PSL team. And I'll tell you why. You see what Nebi's going through at Kaizer Chiefs, Mangoba's going through right now. You see the changes and the new coaches and the players and the this and the this that's happening right now is part of the issues with a lot of the teams outside. The nice thing about Sundowns is they always had a line, but they don't have a line anymore. And Mangoba's the last person. I have a video on YouTube where I speak about the philosophies of Sundowns changing right now. There's going to be a lot of teething pains. Sundowns is going to have to find itself again. Sundowns is going to have to work very hard to get to Mangoba or to allow this team to play Mangoba football. So we're going to see, guys. We're going to see. But anyway, tomorrow we're going to go proper. We're going to speak properly about the 2 games that played today. For those who don't know, Cape Town City and Orlando Pirates drew 1-1 in Cape Town. And then MAMELODI Sundowns lost to Stellenbosch FC 1-0 at Lucas Moripe Stadium. This weekend, they're going to be going back into the second legs and playing each other again. Hopefully by then, Mangoba can have something there that's a little bit different. And hopefully, maybe Pirates can win something, or alternatively, Stellenbosch can go through to a final with Cape Town City. Who knows how that is going to work out, guys? Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to those in the comments. Thank you to those who jumped onto the panels. Thank you to Bingo Beck, Super Sfu, Balulu, the Boss Lady, Moshikaro, for the gifts. Thank you to those watching on YouTube. Guys, follow if you have not followed. Well, the show is on Monday to Thursday, 7 p.m. That's where we'll review and discuss things properly. We'll also do watch-alongs of the top three, Chiefs, Pirates, and Sundowns. Well, the big three, Chiefs, Pirates, and Sundowns. If you missed anything, go onto YouTube, subscribe. All of the videos, all of the episodes are there in full, as well as my own videos. Guys, I spoke about this some weeks ago, so check out that video where I speak about Sundowns and where it's going. Somebody in the comments is saying they need a foreign coach. This is where Sundowns is right now. They're at a crossroads. The line of Pitso ends with Mangoba, and Mangoba is the most important person to how Sundowns moves forward. So we'll see how it goes on. Guys, it is still early, as Amenzi, but will he get time? That's the thing. We often speak with the other PSL teams that if you go through a run of 3 or 4 so-so performances, bad performances, it could mean your job. Now we get to see if Sundowns really is as patient as they say they are. We get to see if the fans really are as cool, as calm-headed as we say we are. So as we say they are. So guys, it's been great. Tomorrow we'll come in and we'll speak properly about everything that happens here. Thank you guys so much for the support. I'll see you guys tomorrow.